I mean, okay.
It is.
I don't need to go there.
I think the best we have is we throw in Bend. Is that the best we've got to offer?
Bend's not a lake.
No. But if you were saying,
best place to go and resort?
If you're looking for the Tahoe feel, right?
Oh, the
feel of it. You want a taste of Tahoe.
Probably Detroit Lake.
Yeah, but there's nothing around that.
Yeah, there isn't.
Nothing. Which is why I say Bend, you're 20, 30 minutes away tops. You can do your skiing.
You have Trillium Lake, but that's
the one I was thinking of.
It's up by Government Camp.
Yes. So you get
and it's pretty small. I mean,
but like Bend, you can go on the hikes, you can ride your bikes, you got the high desert, you got the championship golf.
Yeah.
You got Sun River.
Yeah.
Now we know
you got breweries.
Well, you got the Deschutes, you can float it. I feel like that's the best. I feel like that's the best we got.
Yeah, probably. So this is listing Wallowa Lake. You've been there.
Where is that?
Wallowa, it's in Joseph. That's way out east.
Wallowa.
Maybe you haven't been there.
I don't know if I've been
It's
there.
beautiful up there.
Yeah.
But it's a long ways. Sparks Lake, never heard of it. We have Devil's Lake, which is in Lincoln, Oregon. We have Detroit Lake. We know that one. Diamond Lake.
Yeah, so Lake Billy Chinook, that's not that far from Bend. That's a beautiful lake.
Trillium Lake.
There's actually some really good lakes. If you go across the river into Washington, you've got like
Waldo Lake.
You got like what is that? Yale and
Yale.
Yeah, there's.
I'm not smart enough for that.
Well, that's true. There's some good lakes. Lake Merwin is up there, Yale, and those are like.
Ooh.
If you crossed over into the Washington border, you're like 35, 40-ish minutes.
Does Washington have better bodies of water than Oregon?
I think we do. I think.
Oh, look at you.
I think so. Well, and Washington's more. I mean,
Well, you've got the sound.
You got the sound,
so that helps.
So yes, I do feel like maybe that's one area where Washington has a slight advantage.
So we got Lake Chelan up there, Green Lake Park, Mount Rainier National Park, Lake Union, Lake Washington, Lake Wenatchee State Park.
Look, and plus, it's kind of fun just to say you're in Lake Tahoe has a connotation to it that we don't have.
Yeah, I just
Hey, where are you going? Oh, you're going to Tahoe, and then it's got a little sauce to it. It's got a little pizzazz. It's got a little something.
I like Lake Tahoe. Don't get me wrong.
I feel like you're kind of poo-pooing on Lake Tahoe.
I'm not. I'm just asking a question.
Is it because Stevie Woke is there?
I'm raising a question. Yeah. This is my job here. This is what I do. Does it offer much more than what Oregon and Washington have?
Are you pulling the Joe Rogan? I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I think that's what you're doing right now. Hey, I'm just asking questions.
That's what I do.
I feel like that's where you're going with this. You're the new Joe Rogan.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Brandon's in. Steven's out. Forget that guy.
That's
your Brad Boxberger opening prattle. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
What do you think, Brandon? Fired up yet?
A little bit. Jesus are going a little bit.
Yeah, a little hot lake talk.
He's not fired up. Look at him.
No, I don't think he wants to do our show. I mean, I
think he gets mildly uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, it's by you, yeah. But
it's not mildly at all.
That's why I'm excited. That's why I'm excited about Friday.
It is not mild.
Just nothing. Nothing but you.
We're looking for a replacement for Friday now as we speak.
Just nothing but you and me for 4 hours in a thin pane of glass.
Nowhere to hide, Brandon. Nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
How do you
I have
think?
my BYU hat ready.
Yeah, do.
I want to hear some stories about Provo from you.
I think I should wear my BYU hat and we'll just go dueling.
Did you get the helmet done yet?
No, it's not finished yet.
Ah, dang it!
It's a work in progress right now.
So wait, you went to BYU?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
You
went to BYU.
We're basically brothers at this point. Yes.
Yes.
We're kinsmen.
The brotherhood.
I don't think we crossed paths. I think I'm slightly older than Brandon. Something tells me too his BYU experience slightly different than mine.
Twice his age? No, because you're a little older. You're in your 30s, right?
I am.
How old?
Yep, 35.
Yeah, okay. So he's not that.
It's like 13.
Yeah, you're kind of old, to be honest. Put you out to pasture.
I don't look like it, but yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, should we talk about that game?
Game was bananas. That was another one of those where I stopped what I was doing because where I was at had a TV and I wanted to watch the end of it. And those are the sort of games, like if you're listening to the radio and you always hear, like, if you pull into your driveway but you don't go inside because you want to finish a segment, that's when you know you've done good radio. You know you have compelling television when you're supposed to be somewhere and you're like, nah, I'm just going to sit here on the stool because I want to finish watching this. And
I don't watch a lot of World Cup. As a matter of fact, I never watched the World Cup until this year. But I have to think that was a classic.
It was.
Was that like one of the best World Cup games we've seen in a while? Because it was awesome.
That seemed to be the consent. And I hung around afterwards to listen to some of the post game. And yes, there was a real consensus that is.
It was spicy too.
That one, you're watching greatness. Argentina, they said, is the first team with a chance to win 4 straight major international titles. That had never been done before. If they do go back to back, it's the first time since like the 70s that you've gone back to back.
1962.
Was it 62? Mm-hmm. Even further. Messi is continuing to rewrite the record books. He's the all-time leading goal scorer in the World Cup, all-time leading assist guy. He freaking did it again with that.
Well, he didn't score today.
No, but he had 2 assists. And that cross he had that won them the game, dude, that was ridiculous.
I think that, I don't know. He's awesome. I love him. And by the way, I love his wife.
Yeah.
I'm in love with his wife.
It happens.
I had never seen her before.
She's quite beautiful.
My God.
Yeah, she's striking.
She's stunning.
Yes.
Mrs. Messi, hello.
Well, when you're the greatest soccer player, that's like if the greatest quarterback in the world, like I told you that he was married, wouldn't you assume that that's what his wife looks like?
Well, I actually kind of thought it might have been his daughter.
Oh, well.
She looks younger.
Well, she might be. Again,
but I tell you what,
you're the greatest soccer player of all time. With that comes certain rewards.
Who cares about age? Am I right?
Yeah. I'll see how old she is.
Yeah, see how old, because he's 39?
38, I believe.
38? Yeah, wow. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, I feel like England.
Oh, that's.
How old?
She's
in
38.
her 30s?
No, she's 38.
Wow.
Yeah.
She looks amazing.
And I knew they were together for a long time, but it is that they're actually childhood sweethearts.
No way.
Reconnected as adults, and they've been married since 2017. So not only is he the best of all time, but he's also quite wholesome.
Before we talk about the game,
thank you.
Can we just talk about Messi?
We should.
Does anybody hate him?
I think anytime you're this good,
because
you're gonna get some of the blowback.
Yeah.
Because
well, it's like Michael Jordan. Like I remember when Michael Jordan was dominating.
Yes.
And it was
people get sick of it.
Well, yeah, but that's I'm just saying like Messi in general. Like
no,
that's any star is eventually like people want to beat them. I know that Spain wants to beat Messi quite badly.
Yes.
Of course, it's competition. I just mean like
no, there's nothing really to hate
There's nothing to hate about that guy.
No. Outside of the only thing is I've heard some people think that he gets too many the benefits of calls. But that again, that's the star treatment, right?
Yeah.
Everyone always says that, Jordan gets the calls or, Steph Curry, all that. But outside of that, there's really nothing to hate about him. He's not a douche. He's not braggadocious.
No, he doesn't seem cocky at all.
The only scandal he had a little tax situation back in the day.
Oh, hiding from the man, huh?
And don't we all do that?
Not me.
You want anyone pouring through your taxes?
Not me, Uncle Sammy.
No, your taxes are right in line. And I don't think I think his were like international because he makes his money over there, but he's got to pay to.
Is this how we're going to tear him down?
That's the only thing that you have on him. He's a great teammate. Yeah. By all accounts, no scandal. He's married to a childhood sweetheart. Yeah. He's great awesome with fans.
Yeah. He seems to really care, like it really means something to him.
Yes.
He doesn't really complain all that much, although I think every soccer player is just born putting up their arms as if to say, what the hell? Where's the foul? And he did that a few times today, but he doesn't seem to be whiny like Mbappe or even Yamal.
No.
I don't know, some of the other stars.
He's one of those guys. He's got a little the Steph Curry in him, where the only thing you can really hate on him for is that he's really good. Whereas, LeBron and Michael and some of those guys, there's an edge there, and I can see where that rubs you the wrong way, but it's not with him.
Yeah, Messi doesn't really have an edge to him.
No.
Really, it doesn't seem like.
No,
I mean, he's awful good, but...
He's kind of that assassin. Yeah, someone said the Ronaldo stands hate Messi, and that's just because they want Ronaldo to be him, and he's not.
Yeah, well, yeah, again, rivalry. I mean,
yeah,
I would imagine Messi's taken him down a time or two.
Well, and now there was that debate of who was the best of all time, and there's not a debate. He's lapped him. It's like you had the contemporaries there that were kind of 1 and 2, and it was always that debate of which one do you go with, and it's not a debate anymore. Messi has buried that, and if he wins this, I mean, most of the people that you listen to now say that he's the greatest of all time, but they usually put the qualifier on debatable greatest of all time or most people. If he wins back-to-back World Cups at 38, that's the when that's Tom Brady did that. When Tom Brady went, and he was already regarded by most people as the greatest of all time, but when he won that in Tampa, incredible, away from Bill, that ended. There is no more debate. It's over. Done. You can hate him, you can love him, it doesn't matter.
It's like when Tiger won the Masters.
Yes. It just finished it. It's like
last time.
There it is. And that'll be if he may not even need it, but if he certainly gets it, that ends any sort of conversation.
All right, well, back to the game. I thought England blew it. And look, Argentina's awesome.
Yeah.
They scored, I forget who it was. Maybe it was against Portugal where they were down 2-0 and they won 3-2 like in the last 10 minutes. They scored 3 goals.
Yeah.
Egypt. Yep.
Was that Egypt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then this one, if you didn't see it today, they were down 1-0, 80-something minute, maybe 70-something minute.
85th.
It was 85th, yeah. And they tied it, and then 3 minutes later, they score again and won, 2-1.
Yeah.
But England, I have to think that England coach is going to get a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Because once they scored, it's as if it's like prevent defense. It's as if they just stop trying to score and just try to hold on, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, was it Zlatan, that the Swedish guy that was doing the broadcast? It might have been Henri, I forget which one. They came right out and said that after they scored the first goal, England stopped playing.
Well, they put in a bunch of defensive
guys. A bunch of defensive guys, and
that's really bad coaching.
They were burying him on the broadcast. They were all saying that they just kept absorbing Argentina's pressure. And dude, that easily could have been 4-1.
100%.
I mean, they had a couple that hit the crossbar.
It looked like a power play.
Yes.
For like 30 minutes.
Yes.
But Argentina just couldn't score, and then they finally broke through with two. But
and then you felt like once they scored that first one, I was sitting there watching it, and they scored the first one, and there was like what? I think they did 9 minutes of extra time. You knew they were going to score again. You just knew it. England had nothing. England put all their eggs in the prevent basket, and when that basket got tipped over, it was only a matter of time. You could set your watch to it.
I know, and it's like it seems like that never works.
Yeah.
And they all do it.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they do it?
Don't know.
Unbelievable support.
It makes no sense.
Part of it is maybe they were running out of gas. It felt a little like when Norway and England were playing, or Japan and Brazil had this. It feels like sometimes the one squad just literally runs out of gas. They just don't have it in their legs. And I don't know if it's age or conditioning or what. The heat.
AIDS.
Age.
Oh.
Norway melted. Maybe it's AIDS. I don't know.
Maybe.
Norway melted. That was when they were playing England. That was in the Miami Heat. Norway melted. The best player in the world had to get subbed out with like 15 minutes left. He couldn't move. Like guys were literally melting, and you just felt the momentum. And for whatever reason, fatigue. The old saying in sports is fatigue makes cowards of us all. And I think that England got fatigued, and they ran out, and they kind of played a cowardly 25 minutes of soccer, and Argentina put their foot on the gas, and it was over.
Well, they also touched on this on the broadcast, but they really, it's amazing Messi's effect. Like, when you watch the game, the second the ball heads towards Messi, it's like it flies on poop.
Yes.
You know?
He attracts so much attention.
Yeah, so once on the I don't know, first goal or the second goal? I think it was the second goal, the go-ahead goal. There were just too many guys cheating over towards Messi, and it opened it up for Gonzalez. I think his name was Gonzalez to kick the game winner.
Yeah. And Messi had just this. Messi always goes left. He's a left-footed guy, and everyone went that way. He switched it to the right, and it was a wide open, and it was as beautiful a cross.
Yeah, oppo foot cross.
It was ridiculous.
Can you do that, Brandon? I don't think you can.
I can't do a lot of things in soccer.
Are you a soccer player?
Nah.
I call those guys.
That's why I appreciate them so much, because
I know they're amazing to watch. They really are.
This tournament has made me appreciate soccer.
Just the way they handle the ball.
Yes,
it's like their feet are hands.
Yeah, it's a different kind of talent.
It's like little monkey feet. When you watch watch a primate pick stuff up or swing from a branch, you're like,
you know what else is cool is how, and this is like when there's traffic, like say they're down toward the goal and there's a bunch of traffic, they still pass.
Yeah.
Like they can pass in traffic.
It's
like
ridiculous.
it's like a swarm of elephants.
Yeah. And yet somehow
they're passing it to each other. It's just dude, it's incredible.
The skill level is amazing, which is why it's a little, we always do the American, if we just had our best athletes. And it's not necessarily an athletic thing, it's a skill thing. Yes, those are great athletes, but it's athletics and it's skills, and we don't have a single player that's anywhere near that.
What if you were a great soccer player? You just never knew it.
I played soccer when I was little, and then I ate a bunch of SpaghettiOs and got really fat, and so it was like, hey,
blame SpaghettiOs.
I'm blaming
SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs. And Boole, who would feed me McDonald's and SpaghettiOs every day, and I ate myself out of soccer.
And then they pull you off the soccer pitch and say, hey, you ever played offensive line, young man?
There was an element of
big
that.
Boy? You ever played offensive line, big boy?
Well, I always got you're such a good athlete for your size. And I'm always like, well, what if I just wasn't this size, and then I could have just been a good athlete?
Yeah.
Nah.
Or a great soccer player.
Great soccer player.
That'd be something. Jason Sakanik.
Isn't it sad that I weigh right now at going on 48 years of age? This is probably my 7th or 8th grade weight. Oh.
Fatty.
I have not weighed this since probably middle school, and there's a chance maybe the end of elementary school, which is why. Put your hand in the dirt, fatty. You got 2 stripes on your helmet. You're going to be blocking some other fatties for a while.
Hey, it's not too late. Pick up soccer. Maybe you can make
it might be too late.
Make an old man team around town or something. It'd be fun, kind of fun.
Blowing Achilles?
Waiting to happen.
No, we're good, man.
Or a knee injury.
Yeah. I don't need to be planting and That's what was
Twisting.
that? Yeah, it was like Stevie Fire yesterday. I played soccer like the 7th grade, so clearly I can make a goal kick. No,
penalty kick.
Yeah, penalty kick.
Penalty kick.
Yeah, we're good here. We don't need that. I'll just sit and watch soccer, and I'll go to the Timbers games and have a beer or two. And
hey, Timbers.
Timbers.
I have a Timbers announcement.
They're back.
Coming up next.
We got it.
What do you mean?
That's the slogan.
Slow down, Brandon.
You haven't seen the slogan.
Oh, we got it?
We've got it from here.
Do they, though?
Well, I'll explain it. They're running a campaign.
Okay. Well, I like that. We got a little news, and then we'll wrap up the game. The final is set at the World Cup, and then we have Adam Silver audio. He has addressed the Blazers Moda Center renovation situation, and we are all panicking yet again. So all of that is coming up on The Fan.
The George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Argentina survives again, this time in the semifinals of the World Cup. Down 1-0 for much of the second half, Lionel Messi and company rallied back with 2 goals in the final 5 minutes in stoppage time to stun England 2-1. The defending world champs will now face the European champs Spain in the World Cup final on Sunday. In the NFL, running back Alvin Kamara will remain with the Saints in 2026 after agreeing to a reworked contract. Kamara was set to make up to $11.5 million this upcoming season. Wide receiver George Pickens will officially play this season on the $27.3 million franchise tender for the Cowboys after today's deadline passed for franchise tag players to sign long-term contracts. And in baseball, the first-place Brewers added more to their pitching rotation, trading for former All-Star Lance McCullers Jr. and lefty Colton Gordon from the Astros. I'm Brandon Henson from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom, call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
This is the Fan Sports.
Free, baby.
That's right. Coming up on the generic version of the George Michael sports machine. Some hot highlights coming at you.
Boy, that is bad.
Yeah.
Hey, so big announcement. Well, not. I mean, you know.
Are we saying good little announcement?
Good little announcement.
Good little announcement.
Timbers. We're going to be out at the Kingston next week for Timbers FC Dallas.
I love the Kingston.
Yeah, Kingston's great.
It's been a while. We always go out there for the F1 races. I guess that'd be the Indy races, not F1. Sorry.
Yeah. That Wednesday, July 22nd, we'll be out there with our shizzo.
Yeah, the MLS is doing a campaign saying, we've got it from here. That's their, hey, don't worry, the World Cup's ending. Only 2 games left, but we got it.
Can I ask a very hard question, but this is my job?
You're going to be a jerk, but yeah, ask away.
Is it going to be hard to go back to the MLS after watching these guys at the World Cup?
Yes and no. I'm hoping that there's a renewed interest and it kind of sparks those. I know it has for me, although I go to most Timber games anyways, but this has certainly increased my soccer fandom. You just have to temper your expectations, right? Like when I go see a Winterhawk game, hockey's my favorite sport, love it, favorite sport to watch live, and I love going to Winterhawk games. You can't expect going to a Winterhawk game with 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old kids and think you're going to get the NHL. You're just not. So you appreciate it for what it is, and you can enjoy it, but yeah, just go in with realistic expectations.
Okay.
You get to see some old MLS guys. I mean, it's like a lot of those guys are coming over here now for their twilight years.
Yeah.
You can see the American goalkeeper who, you can throw something at him maybe.
Who's he play for?
Does he play for Columbus maybe?
Now, if I queue
you throw a battery at him or something.
Don't do that.
Well,
if I queue
that's
up
the European in you.
The EPL, English Premier League.
Yeah.
How many of those guys, if I'm watching a particular game, are on World Cup teams?
Most.
Most of them are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Your Bundesligas, your the EPL, stuff like that.
That's where all the World Cup guys play.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the vast majority of them. And that was kind of the disappointing part is a lot of our team now goes and the U.S. team, we have a lot of guys that are playing on that level where we used to get a lot of MLS guys, but Matt Freese is he was our goalie and yeah, he plays for New York City.
Okay.
So we went from Tim Howard, who was literally one of the best goalies in the world, and he didn't have a good team around him. And now we supposedly have a good team around us, and now we've got Matt Freese.
Well, Matt made a big mistake. I mean, is he really that bad, or was it just one big mistake?
Well, he wasn't good. Who was the South Korean kicker?
What?
Yeah,
Koo.
Yeah, he pulled that. You can't.
He pulled a coup.
He pulled a coup. You can't coup.
Young Ho Koo.
Yeah, you can't Young Ho Koo it. You can't. You can't kick the ground. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, it's
tough
it's
beat. So Argentina beat England today 2-1. Harry Kane, non-existent. Didn't even see him.
No.
I don't even know if he's out there other than when he was bitching at the refs. But that's classic Harry Kane, right? That's what they say about Harry Kane. Disappears in the biggest moments.
What was the joke going around? No country vanishes in July quite like England since 1776. You're like, that's incredible.
Well, yeah. So their drought carries on to like 65 years or something now.
They
64 years?
won it in 66, I believe, is when they won the World Cup. So.
I kind of feel bad for them.
Well, I was listening to Mark Hamilton went on with the morning guys today.
Yeah.
And if you don't know Mark Hamilton, I learned this. Now, he programs 94/7, and he is now the longest tenured employee in Odyssey. Not Portland.
Yeah.
Odyssey.
He's been here like 35 years.
Across the entire country. And he's our little Brit, and we love him.
Yep.
And he wasn't just calling an Argentina victory. He was saying Britain was going to win the whole damn thing. He was very confident. And I feel bad. I feel bad for the English.
Yeah, I don't know why he would. Well, okay.
They put a lot of eggs in that basket, and
well, they're good.
Yeah,
I mean, made the semis, but
I see you rolled your way into the semis.
I don't think they were beating Spain. Do you?
I don't know.
Would that have been a kind of a toss-up?
It feels like that was the one that people seem to think that was going to be the matchup.
Well, the best meme to come out of the day was Mick Jagger. If you guys didn't see.
I didn't see the Jagger.
You didn't see Jagger?
No.
So they showed Jagger 8 billion times, but one time when they did, he was...
Yeah, I kept seeing him, but I haven't seen the meme.
Well, one time he was singing Sweet Caroline, which I thought that would be kind of cool to be right there listening to Mick Jagger sing Sweet Caroline.
Yes. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, where he's got his hat. He looks disheveled.
Yeah.
And he looks like he needs a nap.
Yeah.
And he's got his hat kind of crooked, and he just shakes his head in disgust. This was after Argentina tied it. And he's just disgusted.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Because, of course, he's a big fan of England.
Yes.
But, yeah, that meme will live in infamy.
That one will certainly stick. Just that is God, it's like with the Sophie Cunningham point. Now, Sophie did that I think she did it. She knew she was memeing. But when you know a meme moment when you see it, you're like, oh yeah, that's
gonna last.
That's lasting.
Well, it's like Yamal's little brother.
Yes.
Is that his brother or his cousin or something?
Yeah,
the little kid.
I think it's his little brother.
Oh my God, he's adorable.
Adorable. Yes.
And he's gone viral.
Yeah.
What's the Sophie Cunningham point?
Oh, it was during the Caitlin Clark kerfuffle.
Oh yeah.
And she did the.
Yeah.
Can I tell you? Sophie Cunningham. She's not good. She's
doing bits on
She's just doing bits. And she's now, this is no knock on the WNBA.
It's a good meme, though.
It's a great meme. It's not a knock on the WNBA because there's a lot of really talented players, but that league has no sense of itself top to bottom because the players that are most marketable and that they push aren't good. And they're certainly not the best players. Like she was the ring card girl at the UFC and she's everywhere right now. And she's like a backup crappy forward. But she's hot and she knows it, and she's there's an agenda there. But when she was doing the point, she knew damn well what she was doing. Whereas Mick Jagger, that's just Mick was disgusted. There was we saw Victoria Beckham actually had emotion too.
Yeah, she actually got up and I think she was faking it.
Well, I think something told me after that last one, she realized that she was kind of looking like a bitch, and everyone was like, "Hey, if we score a goal, get your ass up."
Oh, she's reading the comments.
Yeah.
Now they didn't show Beckham though. I was a little disappointed after Argentina scored. They never really showed Beckham again.
No.
And I was pissed about that.
Yeah, you wanted to see the look of defeat?
Well, I don't know about defeat, but just the look. I just wanted to see he represents England, so I wanted to see what was happening. If Mick Jagger's that down and out, where's Beckham?
The Jagger one is great, though. I see I had not seen that meme, but now I'm kind of excited about it. I'll be sending that out.
All right. Okay, so now we have to take a break again. There is a photo that you're going to see many, many, many times between now and Sunday.
Yes.
When Spain plays
everywhere.
Argentina. And it is really quite amazing.
Yeah.
I think.
I had to check because I kind of thought it was horse nears.
It is not.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
When you see that stuff, you're like, this isn't real. It's just... You can't trust anything on the internet, but it turns out it's real.
So we're going to get to that coming up next, and then we'll get the Gobbler in. We've got some college football news and notes today, and then Adam Silver has cast out on the Moda Center renovation.
Are we back to freaking out?
Well, I think some might be, yes.
Jeez, we're back to this.
I do think the trepidation is building, yes.
Yeah.
You can feel it.
People, the pucker
Yes,
we're getting
sphincter
we're
is
getting
tightening.
we're getting tighter.
There's no
getting
question.
tighter and tighter.
So we'll play that coming up as well. A lot to come. Stay with us here on The Fan.
The new home of the Portland Timbers.
Okay, so this is the storyline that will beat you over the head for the next 4 days. But at least like the Super Bowl, we don't have to wait a week and a half or 2 weeks before the final game, you know?
Sunday.
Well, Saturday we get England-France.
Yeah.
So that'll be kind of cool.
I don't know. So that's for third place. Again, my fairly new to the true fandom of the World Cup. Does that matter to those guys?
I don't
Finishing
know.
third or fourth. Now, I know monetarily it does, but most of those guys make so much money. So I don't know. Like, if you had the losers of the NFC, AFC championship game play, I'm not certain that you're getting a great game.
Right.
I'm not certain you're getting guys that are laying it on the line.
And they've been over here for a long time.
Yes.
They want to get home.
I just wonder if it's 3-2-1 Cancun, or in this case, 3-2-1, I don't know, Baltic Sea.
Well, on Sunday, it's going to be Spain and Argentina. Now, remember, the whole thing with Messi, we talked about this like at the start of the World Cup, but Messi, when he was a child, because he is actually the son of 2 Ewoks.
He's quite small.
Did you know that?
I did.
Doctors told him, he had a condition that doctors told him that he would not be over 4'7".
Yeah.
And so Spain, well, not Spain, but in Barcelona.
It was FC Barcelona, their like junior program.
Yeah, they took him in and gave him treatments.
Gave him like HGH.
For his condition, and he actually sprouted, and he's a whole, like, I don't know what he is.
He's 5'7".
Okay.
Which probably means they list him at 5'7", which probably means he's 5'6", maybe 5'5.5".
But anyway, there was a real debate as to whether or not Messi maybe was going to go play for Spain. That ultimately would have been his decision.
Yeah.
But he was once he grew, he was starting to play in Barcelona, and he was taking people were taking note, like he was kicking some ass.
Yeah.
And I guess it took one guy to send the tape, because the Argentinians?
I think it's the Argentines, I believe. That's what I heard that on the broadcast today. So I'm gonna I'm gonna defer to that, but
they didn't know it, and somebody sent him the tape, alerted him that, hey, you got a guy over here who's kind of kicking some ass. You might want to get over here and get him back.
Yeah.
And they got him back to Argentina, or else
he could be playing for Spain.
He could be playing for Spain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look around the World Cup, there's a lot of guys that aren't necessarily playing for their home country.
No, I know.
You play for a lot of adopted homelands or, things like that. But, yeah, he's I don't know how much of his life he's lived in Argentina, though.
Where does he live? Miami?
Well, I think now, my guess is he ends up retiring in Miami. But, yeah, I remember reading about him. They took him over when he was a little kid over to the Barcelona program, and then he played the bulk of his career with FC Barcelona. So I don't know where he made his off-season home, but my guess is that guy has spent as much time abroad as he ever has in Argentina.
So he has a residence in Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
He has a condo in Miami.
I'm guessing it's a very nice condo.
The building looks awful nice, fella.
Yeah, I would assume.
Not going to lie about that.
Yeah.
He has a mansion in Ibiza. A little pad in Paris.
Yeah, a little something.
A little something in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And 4 more condos in Miami.
Yeah. So he
can kind of.
I just don't know how much time he spends in Argentina, but I'm guessing wherever he goes, he's swamped. But in Argentina, like, that's like Jesus walking around.
I think a lot of them come over here. Didn't Beckham say this too? They
like it over here.
When they come over to the U.S., they are not as big of a star.
Yeah, and they like it.
And they like that because they can be a little. I mean, they're still a star, but they can be a little bit more. They can be a little more.
Yes.
They don't get swamped when they're out at Whole Foods.
I'm guessing that if a little fellow like that, I'm guessing he puts on a hat and some glasses and is roaming around Miami. I'm guessing he can wander around and not have it.
But in Europe, he can't.
I'm guessing no. And certainly not in Argentina.
So the picture that you will see a million times before Sunday is a young Messi holding a baby.
He's like in a little bathtub thing.
And the baby is the star for the Spain team that he will play on Sunday.
Yeah, it's Yamal.
So how he held him as a baby. And Yamal's father is the one that posted the picture, and the caption read, and this was, so Yamal's 19, so this was 19 years ago.
Messi was 20 when they did this, so Yamal was roughly 1.
Yeah, so he said the caption was the beginning of two legends. And look at this. They're meeting in the final of the World Cup.
It's just this shouldn't.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like this is the conspiracy theorists or like there's, the hand of God or whatever, because this is one of those rando things that just shouldn't happen.
So here's how it happened. The photo shows Yamal as an infant being bathed by Messi, who was just beginning his own ascent to greatness at the time. A crop of one of the photos was posted on Instagram by Yamal's father, along with the caption, "The beginning of two legends." It was freelance photographer Joan Monfort who shot a series of images of various Barca players. Barca, is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think so.
Posing with children and their families as part of a charity calendar organized by Catalan newspaper Diario Sport in conjunction with UNICEF.
Yeah, so UNICEF was one of their big sponsors that year. And Yamal's family, like most people think that like maybe he came from like football royalty or whatever. No, this was a raffle. Yamal's family through UNICEF put in for a raffle, and it just so happened that UNICEF was sponsoring Barcelona, and so that's how that happened.
Yeah, it says we made the calendar with the help of UNICEF. So UNICEF did a raffle in the neighborhood of Roca Fonda, where Yamal's family lived. They signed up for the raffle to have their picture taken at the camp with a Barca player, and they won the raffle. Yeah. And that is that's how the picture was born.
And they said, I was reading through, and they said like Messi didn't know. He knew he was going to take a photo, but he had no idea. Like he had never really held a kid. They said he's pretty introverted, and they said it was awkward. Like he didn't know how to hold him, and so they said it was kind of fun because he was so shy and weird. He didn't want to like hurt the baby. And now here we are 19 years later. That's just one of those weird.
Super cool.
Yeah. It's like when you see two people that end up getting married and then they were like, you see like a photo at Disneyland and they were together. You ever like those stories?
Well, I think there's one famous one, isn't there?
I think so.
Where there's a photo of a family taking a family photo, and behind them is a little girl walking.
And
the boy in the family photo ended up marrying the girl walking behind him.
Yeah, and it wasn't until like after they were married or something, he was looking through the family photo album, was like, guys?
I think that's you. Were you at Disneyland on this date?
Yeah. They were
pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I thought there was no way.
Sports.
When I saw that photo, I was like, that is absolutely total BS. And then it turns out it's a real photo.
So they got the Miz out there at the ESPYs.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, I like the Miz.
Do you?
Yeah. I have no problem with the Miz.
See, that's weird because it feels like the Miz is everything that you go against.
No, he's actually got a sense of humor, which I need, as you know.
Yeah.
I don't think he takes himself too seriously. He's doing bits, like he knows it.
I just feel like if you had to like come up
He had a reality show once, and I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
Well, not really.
He seems like the definition of the 33% less tea that you're calling for.
Well, he is, but at least he's funny about it. I just need funny with my, as you know, I need funny with everything. Yeah. I need funny with my sports. I need funny with my politics, and I like funny with my high tea.
Well, did you see now that all our soldiers are going to have high tea? Did you see that today?
Oh, yeah.
We've officially, and by the way, this is not a joke. We are officially implementing for anyone over 30 in the military. We're going high tea.
Let's go.
If you're a warrior,
It's actually pretty neat.
Or if you're working like in the kitchen at the military and you turn 30, we're giving you some testosterone to make you more manly.
Right in the butt.
That's right. Our Secretary of War demands that we be more manly.
Yeah.
Maybe you sign up for the military.
Maybe this is the answer.
Get yourself some high tea.
All right. Well, coming up next, we've got the Points Gobbler. We've got several things for you.
Yeah, college football is actually starting to.
We're cranking up.
We're getting close.
We're cranking up.
Yeah.
40 some days, I think.
Something like that. We're having the media days now, and camps will start happening here in August. So we're a couple weeks away from camps, and once that happens, then the fever pitch.
Then we have injuries.
Sure.
We have quarterback battles. We have coach hot seat rankings.
Well, we got lists, and
we have top defensive lines in the country. We
have
have 3 keys to an Oregon championship.
Well, we got to rank schedules.
5 keys to Kansas winning the Big 12. You know.
Yeah. I think that probably needs like 9 keys, but.
Yeah, we got to have a lot of things break our
Lot
way.
of keys. Lot of keys.
But thankfully, Jaden Daniels is gone. God, I'm tired of that guy. He was terrible. What a crutch.
Well, I thought he was going to be the Ascension.
No, he wasn't.
No, he was not.
No, the coach hitched his wagon to him, and it was a mistake.
Well, he looked good for a while.
I mean, he was an athlete. He sucked at everything else.
He was no Jason Bean.
Couldn't hit. He could if he were standing right behind you. He couldn't hit me
The number one thing that always shocks me about college football,
with a football, of course.
yes, I just will never understand it, is how many guys play at a high level at that position and literally can't throw the football. It baffles me.
Well, I mean, doesn't that just say that there's just nobody can?
Yeah.
I mean, it's very rare that you're that accurate at that age.
Yeah, but it's just like
Right?
the throwing motion, the mechanics of it. I just, as a football player, there's not another position like where like that exists. Like, I'm an offensive lineman. I was a good offensive lineman. There was no part of my game that was fundamental to being successful that I literally couldn't do, and yet somehow kept getting put in those spots. It's and I know it's apples to oranges because, quarterback is so much harder than being an O lineman. You would think that with someone that's that good of an athlete, somewhere along the way, someone would have pulled the kid aside. Tim Tebow is this way, and be like, hey, maybe we should teach you how to throw a football.
Yeah, they just rely on athleticism.
Just athleticism. And they get by because they're such a better athlete. But it's like, you don't do that. Is there a baseball pitcher that's so good that we don't worry about mechanics? Like, no, eventually someone's like, dude, you need good mechanics if you're going to do this. But at quarterback, we're just like, I don't know, just go out and do whatever. It's like a kid. If you watch a young kid play basketball that has kind of that, when you're young, you have that weird kind of two-handed like chest pass shot. Eventually, someone grabs that kid and goes, dude, we're going to teach you how to shoot a jumper. Put the hand behind the ball, one-handed, right? Like, quarterback, we don't do it. And you end up with a lot of guys like Daniels that are great athletes that can't throw the ball.
He's with, and I said Jaden Daniel. It's Jalen.
Jaden is the
if you don't know who we're talking about, he was quarterback at Kansas for far too long.
Yeah, it felt like he was there forever.
Oh, my God.
Because part of me was like, is he back?
No, thank God. They actually have to move on.
Yes, they've moved on.
He's playing for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, where he will not be
Exactly.
any good.
All right, the college football points gobbler is next.
The biggest. McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Argentina survives again, this time in the semifinals of the World Cup. Down 1-0 for most of the second half. Lionel Messi and company rallied back with 2 goals in the final 5 minutes in stoppage time to stun England 2-1. The defending world champs will now face the European champ Spain in the World Cup final on Sunday. In the NFL, running back Alvin Kamara will remain with the Saints in 2026 after agreeing to a reworked contract. Kamara was set to make up to $11.5 million this upcoming season. Wide receiver George Pickens will officially play this season on a $27.3 million franchise tender for the Cowboys after today's deadline passed for franchise tag players to sign long-term contracts. And in baseball, the first-place Brewers added more to their pitching rotation, trading for former All-Star Lance McCullers Jr. and lefty Colton Gordon from the Astros. I'm Brandon Henson from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom, call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
This is the Fan Sports.
Welcome back. Second hour of radio broadcast today. We're in studio today, but not for long, baby.
No, sir.
It's High Kick Wednesday. The next High Kick Wednesday will be out at the Kingston next Wednesday for Timbers FC Dallas.
Yeah.
Wednesday, July 22nd.
The return of the MLS?
You know, the Kingston is how I got this job. Did you know that?
The Kingston is?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Have you told this?
I believe I have. I tell a lot of people off the air this story, but when I was, that would have been like 2001. Do you remember the show John Lund, Kenny Vance?
I do.
So I had just moved to town, and I was a bartender, slinging some drinkies.
With your soul patch and...
Yeah, I was hot. I had probably frosted tips. Girls were hanging all over me. It was my drip. And I
pre-nurse nice.
Yeah, she hadn't come into the picture yet.
No.
To sweep me off my feet. But I was bartending down at the Bitter End, which it's something else now, but it was across the street from Providence Park. And I had been listening to sports talk radio, and I really enjoyed John London and Kenny Vance because when I grew up, we didn't have sports talk radio. I just listened to Royals games.
Yeah.
And then when I lived in Kansas City for a while slinging drinks, I never really listened to the sports radio there for whatever reason, but here I did. So I was like, man, that's a really cool, kind of cool thing to do.
Like what they got going on.
Yeah, so John Lund and Kenny Vance had a fun show. So I closed my bar one night at Bitter End, and I walk over to the Kingston because, of course, I'm not going home without a drink or two.
Well, absolutely.
Right?
You can't drink at your own bar.
Right. Mine closed early, so we'd close because we were only beer and wine. And so I would go over to the Kingston, and I went over to the Kingston one night, and there was nobody in there except I hear this voice at the bar. There's one guy standing at the bar talking to, back then, JC was the bartender, famous bartender. The guy talking to JC, I went up to him, I said, hey, are you John Lund? Are you the guy I listened to on the radio? And he goes, yeah. I'm John Lund. I recognized his voice. He just happened to be in the bar.
Yeah.
And so I struck up a conversation with him, and before you know it, he was super cool to me. I always say that, there's a lot of luck that gets involved in a lot of people going places.
100%.
One, lucky that I even ran into him, but two is also just really lucky that he was a super nice guy, and still is down in San Francisco now. But he said, I want you to come down to the station. I want you to see what we do. And I'm like, all right.
And that led
to this.
Yeah.
Now I sit in the very chair that he sat in back in the day.
I think anyone that gets into this business has kind of one of those. Well, a lot of us have those sorts of stories where it's kind of dumb luck, almost the Yamal Messi bath photo. It's kind of fate wanted you Fate nudged you into that bar that night.
I guess so.
Once again,
You know, the moral of the story, always go out for an extra drink.
Exactly. You always go to the secondary location.
That's right.
Look, if movies have taught me anything, alcohol, is there anything it can't do?
I don't know what Lund was doing. He was in there just
having a drink.
Drinking and talking to the bartender by
why
himself.
not? I don't know.
Fantastic. Like 2 a.m.
Yeah, when in doubt,
It's fantastic.
go to the bar. Brandon, we're looking right at you.
So, so we'll be back at the... Yeah. Well, I don't think he drinks.
We can change that.
Yeah. By Friday.
You trying to make me change the drink. Sprague's trying to make me drink coffee. I think there's a...
Why do people do that? Doesn't that bother you?
I think there's a target.
Why?
A little bit, but not really. I kind of just laugh it off.
That's the
because
church
that's how I
thing.
usually treat life. I just laugh off a lot of things.
Yeah.
Now, the booze thing I get. The coffee thing, though, the most adorable thing is, the Mormons can't drink coffee. Do you know the #1 state for caffeine and energy drinks?
I'm guessing you're going to say Utah.
Utah. And it's not even close.
Really?
So you can't drink coffee because I don't know, but energy drinks, suck it down, baby.
But I thought it was caffeine.
It is. It's supposed to be, but that's why you can't drink coffee, and yet you can drink any sort of Monster or, energy drink you want, and that's totally okay.
Yeah, it started traditionally with tea and coffee, and then it's kind of developed to now the new caffeine is energy drinks. So
Well, yeah, you got to update the rules, man. There's new drinks.
that's not my job.
So you can't have soda.
No,
You can.
What are you talking
You
about?
can.
Yes.
I have the Dr. Pepper.
Oh, that's right.
every
You're
day.
the big Dr. Pepper guy.
Yeah. That was the
Well,
part.
that doesn't make any sense.
It
then.
never made any sense to me, which is one of the reasons I struggled with it.
What's the matter with you?
Everything seemed a little arbitrary. It seemed a little, I don't know, had a hard time with
It's a
it.
very gray line.
There is a great line.
Is it?
Well,
Is it?
I tend to stand on one side of that line.
It's either caffeine or it isn't.
Yeah. No.
Doesn't seem very gray to me.
No.
But I get it. We have to have our coffee. And even Mormons need their coffee.
Apparently not, though. But
Or
they,
energy drinks.
They do need the energy drink, though.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, why were we talking? Oh, because we're going to be at the
We're
Kingston.
going to be at the Kingston.
Back to the scene of the crime. Wednesday, July 22nd. Make sure you show up there. We're going to be out there for Timbers FC with a live show.
Yeah,
Okay.
The Timbers host party. I think they're back. I mean, I know that's not the first game that the Timbers are back. I think they play this week, actually. The Timbers are back before the World Cup
They
final.
play tomorrow.
They play tomorrow?
Tomorrow night. They are shortening our show by 30 minutes. Tomorrow
Oh, that's
night.
right.
That is right.
Oh, no.
Is that here or is that on the road?
Good question.
Good question.
We don't
Wheels.
have the
Let me
answers.
check.
I
So
think that's at the Sounders. I think they're up in Seattle.
the
That is
ACC
correct.
had a 5-way tie for second place last year.
It was the biggest abomination in championship game history.
Bit of a mess.
Bit of a mess.
Duke won the tie breaker and played in the ACC title game and won it.
And won.
They beat Virginia?
Virginia. Duke had, I believe, 5 losses. Won all. I think they won on the 6th tiebreaker, if I'm not mistaken. So it was either the 5th or 6th tiebreaker. They beat Virginia. Had Virginia won, Virginia would have been in the playoff. Duke wins, and despite winning the ACC title, the college football playoff said no, and they put in James freaking Madison. Duke winning cost the ACC another berth. Now, Miami, who didn't even play for the ACC championship game, Miami got in, went all the way to the damn title game. But they have fixed that this year, and that the top 4 power conferences, they get an automatic bid for their champion.
So the ACC has come out with a change to their tiebreak rules. So what's interesting about this is they're shifting to a 9-game conference schedule this year.
Yes.
But because of previously scheduled non-conference games, 12 of their teams will play 9 ACC games and 5 will play 8.
Run that by me again?
Okay, so they're playing a 9-game conference schedule,
Yes.
but because of previously scheduled non-conference games,
Oh.
12 of their teams will play 9 ACC games, and 5 of their teams will play 8 conference games.
So no one wanted to have to buy out of those games.
Yes.
Okay.
So moving forward, one team will play 8 conference games every year because the ACC only has 17 teams.
Yeah.
Which is really dumb.
Well, everything is dumb in college football right now. So that's why they said they're going to focus on the body of work and not because
so now you can have the head-to-head is the number 1 tiebreaker.
Yes.
But after that, you could have a 6-2 team playing a 6-1 team.
Yes.
Or I mean, like 7-1.
Yeah. It could be odd because one has one more conference game that counts. So,
or I guess it would be 8-1.
what exactly is the simplified?
So the ACC, no teams will be overly rewarded or penalized based on the number of conference games it plays. When head-to-head matchups cannot separate tied teams, the ACC will use the team success ranking provided by SportsSource Analytics as a way to reward the team with the strongest body of work. So they're going to analytics.
Yeah.
So again, it's not going to be about wins and losses.
So this is the most arbitrary thing in the world.
Correct.
So we're just going
much like Miami making the playoffs.
So we're just going to go to a computer so that this never happens again.
That's right.
Okay. Because when they said they simplified it, and then I was kind of reading through, it never really said why or how it simplified, other than we're just going to a computer. Because head-to-head is easy, but last year if you got 3 or 4 teams, it might be hard because, again, not everybody's going to play everybody. Or
yes.
you get, one team beat this team, but the other, in a 3 or 4 way tie.
So the ACC, bro, his name is Phillips.
Yeah, Jim Phillips, I believe, is the commissioner.
Jim, yeah, he said because the college football playoff will now give automatic spots to each Power 4 champion, he said it's important to be sure the top 2 teams in the league will play in the ACC championship game. Okay, so he said, quote, you have to do everything you can to position your championship game with those 2 best teams. Head-to-head matters. That's always most important. Then we will look at the grouping and how teams fared. It will come down to body of work, and I'm looking forward to that. They said that they worked with consultants. They did a 10,000 game simulated season. Mm-hmm. They simulated.
That seems like a lot of games.
Yeah. They wanted to make sure. They want to be thorough.
Okay.
You got to make sure the model fairly addresses a wide range of championship scenarios. And he says it warranted that kind of time and commitment so that we can position ourselves to put those 2 best ACC teams forward. We'll continue to watch how things go, but I feel incredibly strong that we have gotten to the right place with unanimity from our membership on what this new tie-breaking policy states.
It is kind of cute, though, because the reason why we have a playoff is because we didn't like the computers telling us which team was best.
Yes.
Exactly.
So if you get to a point where there's like 3 or 4 teams, aren't you essentially just asking
you're going back to the computer.
You're going back to the computer rankings. Or if you want to be a conspiracy theorist, couldn't the ACC just put their thumb on the scale and be like, oh yeah, by the way, the computers, don't worry about the formula. No one ever understood the formula anyways. You just put your thumb on it and be like, I'm sorry, but we think Miami's the best team.
Don't you think that's what this means?
It certainly feels that way.
What it means is whichever team has the best chance to make the playoff,
they're in.
They're going to put into the championship game.
Yes.
And by the way, this doesn't really matter because the championship games are going away in a couple of years anyway.
Certainly feels that way. That once the playoff expands, those will kind of die. But I don't know. This is a little bit like the streaming platforms, right? No one wanted cable anymore, so then we went to streaming. And now we have all these streams, and everyone is clamoring for all the streams to be available on one platform, which sounds like
cable TV.
Cable TV.
Yeah, I was reading the other day. They said that the Yankee, if you're a Yankee fan, you have to, if you want to see every one of their games, you have to have 12 different platforms.
That's absurd.
Yeah,
because if you buy the MLB package, but you're in New York, you get blacked out, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a million of them. There's like Yes Network. There's all. I don't even know. I wouldn't be able to list them. Yeah. But there's just a billion things that you have to be signed up for if you want to get all the Yankee games.
There is the cable box that I have, the Android box. I don't remember which one it is. A couple of the streaming servers are trying to now sue to try to get that like shut down, and it's not working. So it is kind of crazy that I don't have that, because if you can spend $300 and you never have to worry about this again. You have literally every channel known to man. And the level of frustration that is out there with finding a game, like if I had to go through all of the different streaming services, that would break me.
I got to tell you, I have one of those too that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it is really hard to find games on there.
How?
It's just hard. There's just a lot. It's got like 17.
Yeah, but you just I don't know the one you have. Mine, you just literally go to sports and then it's by category. You can look Major League Baseball, NHL, NBA.
It's not like that.
Oh, yeah. You got to spend a little more to get one of the better ones. Like I said, it's about $350, and you have to have all you have to have is a Wi-Fi connection. After that, there's no service fee. There's no monthly fee. It's a one-time fee. The only thing is it works for one TV. You plug it into your one TV. And after that, you literally get everything there is. You get every fight, every game, every movie channel, everything, all in one shot. And it makes it so easy. Like last night, I did not know where the Major League Baseball All-Star game was. What was that, Fox?
Fox, I think.
So instead of going to TV and look at that, I just go over to Major League Baseball. Click on Major League Baseball, and there was only one game last night, so there's only one game. Yep, there it is. Click on it. So I've kind of entered into this real weird realm now. I have no idea who has whatever because I don't look by Fox. I don't look by ABC. I just go by category. NFL game I want. There it is. Click on it, and away I go.
Everything's computer.
But yeah, I just refuse to play the I have to have Paramount Plus, and then I have to have Netflix, and I have to have this, and I have to have that. It just, I won't do it.
So the other thing that is roaming around the college football headlines today, so they've never paid players to play in a game until now.
Yeah, because college basketball has done this.
We have our first NIL football game.
Yeah.
It's called the AFLAC kickoff game, and it's going to be Auburn and Baylor on September 5th, and they will share roughly $6 million with players in a deal tied to the program's appearances in the game.
Yeah, because college basketball has done this, the last 2 years? I don't remember who played in it, but it's basically these tournaments now are one-off games where the winner gets X amount of money and the loser gets the other, and then I'm assuming I don't know how the schools divvy that up. I don't know if it's equitable amongst all the players or if you start or how that goes, but yeah, the schools get the money and then they distribute it to the athletes.
Yeah, so Peach Bowl Inc. has partnered with third-party entities to structure the arrangement. Players will take part in a series of activations promoting the game and its events. Those include social media posts, public appearances, advertisements, in-game promotions, media interviews, signage, and branding opportunities, which is smart.
Yes, like if bowl games are going to continue, this is the future of bowl games. You're going to have to pay guys. If you want people to show up and play in these postseason games, you're going to get it. And, some of these, if you want big time matchups, like if you're Texas and Ohio State, I don't know why they're playing. It makes no sense. Go ask Texas last year if it was worth playing Ohio State game 1. And maybe as we expand the playoffs, that's going to be a little bit easier because you can suffer more losses. But if you're Oregon and you look at your schedule knowing that you have to lose 3 times to not make the postseason, why on earth would you schedule Notre Dame at the start of the year? But if you tell your players, hey, by the way, we're going to play in some of these games and $6 million, it goes a long way, especially maybe for some of these teams that don't have the most robust NIL, that you may get some people that are willing to take some chances when, $6 million is a lot of cash.
Yeah. So that's going to be Atlanta.
So what, the
Mercedes? Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah. And who was playing in it, you said?
Baylor, Auburn.
$6 million for Baylor and Auburn?
Yeah.
But again, this may go back to, those are probably 2 teams that need.
Well, they were going to play a home and home.
They were going to play a home and home.
They just switched it to this.
Yeah, let's do this.
Like, this makes more money.
Yeah. Again, if you're Ohio State and Oregon and you're going to play each other, I guess that wouldn't be non-conference anymore. But, back in the day when Oregon played Ohio State, I know you want that game in Autzen, but would you move it to Vegas if it meant $6 million?
Absolutely.
Yeah. 100%. This is why they were talking about like moving the Apple Cups when they play that in Seattle, or they were even talking about the Oregon State Washington State moving to Lumen. They won't fill it up, but those games move because there's monetary value in it. And in the world of college football right now, every school, I don't care who you are, Oregon, Ohio State, everyone's trying to find more money because it just keeps getting more and more expensive. Rosters go up, NIL goes up. Everyone's budget is tight right now.
So the interesting thing about this deal is basically what they're doing is they're using the players to promote the game, and it's a revenue share tied to ticket sales. So the players have an interest in getting butts into the seats.
It's a little bit like the UFC boxing sort of thing, right? Like you're tied to pay-per-view buys. Most of the time when you have those big fights, certainly boxing, I think UFC has gone to this model a little bit, although now it's all Paramount Plus. So that changes. But in the old boxing thing, you were guaranteed a certain amount, and then you got a percentage of the pay-per-view buys. So that's why like the Floyd Mayweathers of the world were so good at selling fights, because the more pay-per-view buys you get, the more tickets you sell, bigger the payday.
There's your gobbler. Thank you. College football every day at 4, whether you like it or not.
Well, soon we'll actually have real college football to talk about.
In the news is next. We have Naked Guy follow-up and the top 25 Oregon high schools for athletes. Next.
McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Argentina with another epic comeback, this time in the semifinals of the World Cup. Down 1-0 for much of the second half, Lionel Messi and company rallied back with 2 goals in the final 5 minutes in stoppage time to stun England 2-1. The defending world champs will now face the European champ Spain in the World Cup final on Sunday. In the NFL, running back Alvin Kamara will remain with the Saints in 2026 after agreeing to a reworked contract. Kamara was set to make up to $11.5 million this upcoming season. Wide receiver George Pickens will officially play this season on a $27.3 million franchise tender for the Cowboys after today's deadline passed for franchise tag players to sign long-term contracts. And in baseball, the first-place Brewers add more to their pitching rotation, trading for former All-Star Lance McCullers Jr. and lefty Colton Gordon from the Astros. I'm Brandon Henson from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom, call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
This is the Fans.
Yeah, tonight at 10:30, I saw our time, 10:30 our time, the first ball goes in the air at the Open Championship.
I like that they, when did that, because it was always the British Open, when did it just become the Open Championship?
I think we just called it the British
We
Open.
called it the British, they always called it the Open, but recently, I'd say in the last 6 or 7 years, we refer to it as the Open.
Yeah, it's a bit like Turkey, eh?
It's a little presumptuous, I think, but,
They just, sometimes if you really emphasize it, it will catch on and people will change.
It's like the Ohio State University. It's, I get it.
Yeah, it's way better as the Open. It is.
As opposed to the British.
Yeah.
It's a little presumptuous.
What's presumptuous about it?
No.
What do you mean?
That it's the Open Championship? What about the U.S.? What if we started calling the U.S. Open Championship?
Well, there's a lot of opens.
There's a lot of opens.
Yeah, but this is the Open.
Well,
Open.
Well, but it's not, because it's the British Open. If there's a lot of opens, why is that the Open?
Because it's the most prestigious. That's why.
Not according to Phil Mickelson.
What did he say?
Well, his dream was to win the U.S. Open.
Well, it's just because he never won it.
Well, I'm just saying.
If he had won a bunch of U.S. Opens and not the Open, his dream would be to win the Open. Come on, man. It is July 15, 2026. It's time now for In the News. I'm your noted and humble and sexy and hot Newsland.
Sexy indeed.
Today is National Be a Dork Day.
Oh, well, okay.
So you're doing a good job.
What is the definition of being a dork?
I
This
know.
goes back to the geekiest thing you do or the nerdiest. What is that even anymore?
Let's ask ChatGPT.
Isn't
How
a lot
to
of
be
nerding
a dork?
Isn't nerd stuff and geek stuff now popular and cool, but dork isn't? Is dork wearing colored suspenders? Isn't that just being a hipster?
AI says, to be a dork, fully embrace your quirky passions. Wear whatever makes you happy, regardless of trends, and lean into your socially awkward moments.
So basically just be from Portland.
Well, just don't worry about being cool.
Again, but that's the problem, is the people that do that care about being cool way more than anyone else. When you see the person that's dressed like the Portland hipster, I promise you, no one cares about being cool more than that person. They just flip it on their head because they're like, well, I'm going to do something so outlandish and you won't think it's cool, which then makes it cool for me. It's all very confusing.
Maybe you're into anime. It's pretty dorky.
See, I feel like anime is very mainstream now.
What about Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, that's probably pretty nerdy.
Dorky.
Dorky.
Not
I don't know if
nerdy.
that's dorky. That's nerdy.
Well, anyway, that's what ChatGPT's telling us.
Okay. How about just do whatever the hell you want?
I think that's the whole idea.
Yeah.
It's also National Hot Dog Day.
Yeah, someone, I don't know who this was, but someone sent me a thing. I think they work for Big Hot Dog. Because I've said on this program many a time, I have nothing against hot dogs. I don't really eat hot dogs. You're at a ball game or whatever. But I refuse to eat the low quality hot dog, which to me is the Bar S. If you're eating Bar S hot dogs,
Bar S, what does that mean?
that's the brand.
Oh,
If you go to the store,
aren't they all S?
Well, this is called Bar S. This is the actual brand.
So they call it Bar S,
Yes.
like as in
Yes.
bar crap.
Bar
This
S.
is the bar for the crap.
I tend to think that, yes. And under no circumstances should you eat Bar S hot dogs. You just...
I guess...
You can get this is at Target right now. A pack. So is that... What's it comes in a pack? Is that six wieners?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy.
6 wieners of Bar S. Would you care to guess how much that costs?
$1.29.
99 cents.
Oh,
That's all you need to know.
dude. Well, you feed stupid kids. They don't know the difference.
But don't feed your kids that.
Why not?
Be better.
It's cheap.
And so someone today sent me, I knew it was National Hot Dog Day. This was Joe Nelson. I think he works for Bar S. And he said, wishing you a happy National Hot Dog Day. Do yourself a favor and stop by your local Albertsons or Safeway and pick up a package of quarter-pound beef jumbo franks Bar S. And he tries to claim that it's quality hot dog and all beef and that I will love them. And I won't. I will not. And you can't convince me that they're all beef. I think they're made of rat ass and pelican teeth. And don't eat them.
Well, you don't have to worry about me eating them.
No. If you're going to get a hot dog, get like a Nathan's or like get a sausage.
Every once in a while, I'll get a hot dog at the Turn at Langdon.
There you go.
I don't know what brand I'm eating.
I don't think it's Bar S. Go to Costco. They got a big wiener. They'll treat you right. $1.50. It's the best value in the wiener game.
It's brought to you by the Advocates, injury attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Naked Guy follow-up. Remember the naked guy who was in Waterfront Park?
Yeah.
He was
trying to kidnap people.
He's trying to grab the 7-year-old girl.
Yeah.
He is now claiming that he was God.
Makes sense.
And God was beckoning people. He was beckoning people to come to him like he was Jesus.
Sure.
While he roamed around naked.
Makes total sense. Again, can we just tell him that if he's God, we have a vessel for him, put him on the ship, send his ass out to sea? Problem solved.
He's from Gresham.
Again, this all is making sense. Put him away. He shouldn't be in society.
He faces charges of first and second degree attempted kidnapping, first degree custodial interference.
Can't.
I know you've been accused of that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And third degree assault and harassment.
Yeah. Send him away forever. Go away. You're crazier than an S house rat. Here's some Bar S hot dogs. Here's your little room, and you don't get to go anywhere. Prove that you're crazy after like a decade, and maybe we'll talk about it. But not really. You're in the room. Good, great. You can be God of your little palace room. Have at it.
According to a study conducted by Niche, which accounts for survey feedback from students and parents, reviews of athletics, numbers of state championships, student participation in athletics, and the number of sports offered at a school, they have compiled a list of the top 25 high schools in Oregon for athletes.
I'm guessing it's all of the rich schools would be my guess.
Yeah, I'm guessing you can name the top 5.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that's going to be like a Lake O, that's going to be a West Lynn.
Lake O is 5th.
Okay.
West Lynn is 3rd.
Okay. Jesuit.
2nd. You're missing 2.
What am I? Did I say West Lynn?
You did.
What's the Christian?
Central Catholic.
Central Catholic.
That's Joey's school.
Yeah.
They come in at 4. You're missing number 1.
Missing number 1. Lincoln.
No. They're on the list though. They are number.
Who am I missing? Who's the other rich school? What sort of?
I don't know that they're that rich.
No.
But it's big.
It's big.
Lincoln, 23rd.
Oh.
On the list.
Losers. I don't know. What's the big one out in Hillsborough or Beaverton?
Sunset, Westview.
Yeah, I was thinking of Westview.
Westview is not on the list.
All right, who's number 1?
You giving up?
Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest with you.
Wilsonville.
Oh.
Wilsonville High School. Number 1 high school in Oregon for athletes. Also on the list, LaSalle Catholic College Preparatory in Milwaukee.
Some guy named Brandt goes there.
Marist Catholic, Lake Ridge is number 8.
So once again, we're just talking about schools that have money. I'm guessing Park Rose doesn't make that
I don't know.
list.
Scappoose is on here. They're 14.
Okay.
Tualatin is 12.
I believe that's Tualatin.
Tualatin, yes.
Well, maybe out in Scappoose, it's one of those. It's small, and so everyone kind of rallies together on one thing. They live around sports.
Seaside High School.
Hey, go Seaside.
21st. There you go. Hot high school rankings.
This is the time of year where we just rank everything.
A Washington kid has set a world record.
How old?
It appears that the young man is 8.
If you set a world record,
Nope, 9.
Yeah.
He just turned 9.
Does that mean the world record's not that impressive if a 9-year-old?
Well, it's a kid's world
Okay.
record.
All right.
They have a separate category for
All
kids.
right. We got levels to this game.
His name is Jack Sims, and he is from Kennewick, Washington, and he has established himself a new kids world record last month by maintaining a plank position for... How long do you think he went?
Well, that
He's 9.
that old bastard Marine, didn't that dude plank for like 6 hours? We've talked about, like,
Yeah.
there was some old grizzled Marine. But I mean, I don't know. This has to be, it's got to be impressive. I don't know, he planked for like an hour.
1 hour, 1 minute, and 5 seconds.
Look, normally I would tell you as a 9-year-old or whatever, nothing you're going to do that's going to be impressive. That's impressive. An hour?
Yeah.
My God.
As a young 9-year-old.
Although, is it easy for a 9-year-old because you got a little bird body?
Maybe.
You weigh like
You just would think they would get really bored and
yeah.
uninterested.
Well, that kid, he's motivated.
Congratulations, young Jack Sims.
I guarantee you, no one in this room is planking for an
Probably
hour.
watching Bluey or something.
Yeah, there you go, just hanging out. I couldn't plank for a minute, for God's sakes.
Planking. Why plank? I guess it's probably good core body
Something
exercise.
Like that. I feel like
A
planking.
little bit of yoga in there.
Planking had its day, and I think we're kind of over it. But for a while there, planking was all the rage. You go to the gym and everyone was planking. Now
Now what are they doing? What are we seeing in there?
For the abs?
What are the hot new trends
For the abs, everyone's doing the kettlebell
that
stuff.
I won't be participating in?
A lot of kettlebell rotational crap.
Yeah, like doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Working the obliques.
Keep doing that. That's great.
Like this?
Yeah. A lot of
Fat guy in little coat
lot of kettlebell work.
move.
For a while there, like the deadlift had its day. That was a big one. Everyone wanted to go in and like blow out their back by deadlifting a bunch of weight for some unknown reason. You see the trends come and go in the gyms. Every year or so, there's a new fad that comes in.
All right, up next, the Oregon wine industry is grappling.
It's grappling?
Yeah. Yeah, they've got some issues, Chase.
Okay.
Peeps aren't drinking the grape juice.
Uh-oh. Wasn't everyone not drinking, period?
Huh? That's part of it.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Doesn't seem right, does it?
No. We already proved alcohol, like,
Yeah.
what
Got me this
candidate
job.
got you this job?
Anyway, we'll get to that next. And R.I.P. Nutmeg.
Oh,
Gone too soon.
nutmeg's out?
Ripped from our hearts.
Didn't know.
Nutmeg is out.
I had no idea.
Dead. That is next on In the News here on.
feel like I just won an 80s wrestling tournament, and now I'm running off the mat to meet the love of my life.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's copyright free, but that doesn't mean it's not inspiring.
No. Yes. See, this is where I see the love of my life as I shove past the now random hooers that are trying to get with me since my big karate tournament win or whatnot. But I find the girl in the glasses that loved me for me before I became the All-Valley karate champion. Get out of my way.
Spit on that thing.
Kind of an all-American Elizabeth Shue type.
July 15, 2026. This is In the News. Your noted newsman here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Oregon wine industry is struggling.
Yeah, someone just texted and said, I am a GM of a vineyard management company, and our industry is struggling. Drink more wine.
Yes.
My buddy owns a liquor store. Guess what? Drink more liquor. Let's go. That's why the kids are lost. Depressed.
Oregon's wine industry is grappling with what some leaders call its most significant crisis in decades after a sharp drop in grape production and exports in 2025. They're saying that total wine grape production fell 25% in 2025.
Right, so this isn't about people drinking less. This is about not.
Yeah, they're just producing far less, but it is about people drinking less because they're producing far less because people aren't drinking it.
Oh, okay.
They also said export sales dropped 29%, including an 83% decline in exports to Canada. Look at the Canadians shutting out our wine.
Well, yeah, we kind of got into a bit of a kerfuffle with the Canadians, and they told us to go pound sand.
Freaking Biden.
Thanks a lot, Obama.
The downturn comes after the Oregon wine industry generated an estimated $8.5 billion for the state's economy in 2024. Gary Mortensen is president of Stoller Wine Group in Dayton. He said the industry is facing a combination of economic and cultural headwinds. I always like that jargon.
The old headwind.
The headwind. He said slowing consumer demand has created a significant oversupply of wine, while changing attitudes towards alcohol are also affecting sales.
Yeah.
There is a rise in neo-prohibitionism, which is people are just drinking less wine. Yeah. All the TikTok health trends and all that, they've turned against wine in a way and are going toward alternate things.
Oh, well, look, as a man that enjoys a beverage or two, I'm certainly doing my part. I'm looking right at you, Brandon. Let's go. The amount of times that people love to tell you that, you're drinking poison. Thanks, tips. I got it. I'm good. I'm doing just Jesus drank wine, by the way. That's my buddy's go-to. Jesus was over there drinking wine. It's a holy beverage. By the way, life can be tough sometimes. Sometimes you need some anesthetic, and it's fantastic.
Maybe wine will come back.
I don't know. Maybe it's cyclical. But I know, like, bars, liquor industry, everything, there is, especially with the youngs, they're just not, they're not doing it. Well, and they're not being sociable, too. That's the other one, too, is that the kids aren't going out. They don't hang out. They sit at the house.
Yeah. I, for one, support the wine industry as best I can. I drink a lot of wine. So I'm doing my part. Brandon. Looking right at you, Brandon.
Trying to do some heavy lifting over here. Although, to be fair,
come on, dude.
I drink wine when I'm at home, but most of the time when I'm out, I'm more of a cocktail man.
Well, I like wine with food.
Yes. Yeah.
And I love food.
I would say the vast majority.
Maybe I should eat more. And then
that's the key.
I could drink more.
Yeah, makes sense. So are you more of a wine drinker at home, or are you out and about?
That depends. If I'm out and about, it's usually wine only with food.
Yeah.
But at home,
you crack a bottle.
I will crack. Yeah, like tonight, maybe what sounds great tonight?
What you got?
A delicious, light, easy drinking rosé.
God, I love. Are we chilling that rosé, I hope?
Oh yeah.
I love.
Yeah, of course.
A good chilled rosé.
Yeah.
Summertime rosé. Now we're talking.
Yeah. That sounds good tonight.
Rosé all day.
But so listen.
Support industry.
Yeah,
for
that's
God's
right.
sakes.
It's a big $8.5 billion to the economy. It's a big part of what we do. And by the way, it's beautiful out there.
Yes.
Just go out there.
We are.
Is that generic enough?
I think we're members of. We got two wineries. We're members of the Cho Winery out there.
The Chode?
The Cho's. That's a Korean winery because we have to support everything Asian.
Cool.
And then what's the other one? I only go out to the Cho one. The other one I never end up going out to. But we're part of. I don't know, like there's memberships. Like we every couple months we get like a get like a deal. You get like a shipment. She goes out there and we pick up our 6 bottles.
A beloved cat who was dubbed the unofficial mayor of Selwood died.
Nutmeg.
Sorry, guys.
Old Nutmeg.
Old Nutmeg is dead. So the owner of Nutmeg was Gabby Moore. Now, she posted this on Facebook, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Because it isn't official until it's on Facebook.
Did someone eat Nutmeg?
A cat known for frequenting the CVS at Southeast 17th and Tacoma. You know that CVS right there?
Not really, but I'll go with that.
Well,
I don't spend a lot of time in Selwood.
I tell you what, it's a little dicey outside that CVS.
Little sketch.
It's a little. I mean, there's a lot of peeps out there that are unhoused, and it's just.
Understand.
It's wild.
The street men are,
It's right there. Yeah.
Why do the street men love the CVSs? I feel like that's
a good question. I don't know.
The Walgreens, the CVSs, the street men, tend to be there.
Well, Nutmeg was 19 years old, and he.
He, they. Don't presume.
Nutmeg was a
19.
Yeah.
My God.
That's pretty old for a cat, isn't it?
I think that's old for everything. It's
not a human, really.
Well, that's true.
Probably. He led a beautiful life.
I would assume so. Well, he was the mayor.
So says Gabby.
I mean, look, we're both old, and I've never been the mayor of anything. Have you? I've never been the unofficial mayor of anything.
No. He was an orange cat.
I'm not a big fan of the orange cat.
Aren't you?
Nah. More of a, believe it or not, this is the one thing where I don't.
Do you like fat cats? I have one you can have.
I do like the fat cat. This is the one thing that I don't prefer white. I'm a black cat guy.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're lying.
No.
Apparently they don't like the blacks. They're trying to give them back.
Yeah. I like the, give me a nice black or gray cat. The white cat, The white cat always looks nasty.
Caitlin Clark is white.
It looks like a bastard rain cat. It doesn't look good.
You mean the orange cat?
Yeah, I was saying the white cat. But the orange cat's fine, but I just like...
What? Like, what do you mean white cat?
Cats that are white.
You don't see a lot of those.
It's because they're ugly. The black cat is the coolest of the cats. The black and the grays.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I want a Maine Coon cat.
I tell you what, we got a sentence here,
Okay.
and I'm not sure it's enough. Did this guy get served enough time?
Do we ever give anyone a good... Every time we talk about a sentence, it always seems like it's just tiddlywinks.
Well, this isn't us. Oh. This is in Budapest.
Okay.
That's in Hungary.
Yeah.
And this guy is Irish, but I don't know if you follow the story, but there was a girl by the name of Mackenzie Mikulski, and she was from Portland, and a couple years ago, she was over there and was murdered after going home with a dude from a club, I think.
It's not good.
And yeah, the guy, he's an Irish guy. He has been sentenced to 14 years in prison for strangling her.
That's it? Yeah, I will never understand that. How is 14 years? Like, that's not even half a lifetime.
He was 37 at the time. He later, so they caught him because there was video of them leaving together, the bar and stuff.
Yeah.
And he later confessed to the killing. They met at a nightclub, danced before leaving for his apartment. He beat her and strangled her.
And he got 14 years?
During doing it. And he got 14 years, yeah.
Which means he'll be up for parole in 8 or 9? How does that work?
He also must pay 2.5 million forints in court costs. You know how much that is?
I do not know.
$8,000.
Good luck getting that out of him, too.
Yeah, pretty wild. He's always claimed that it was an accident. Very sad story. But
it was an accident that you beat and strangled her? It's like a Trevor Bauer sort of situation? Cool,
yeah.
Man.
He's saying it was sexual, and then
yeah,
he tried to cover it up. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Again, I stand by my statement of, is she still dead?
Yes.
You should still be in prison.
As far as we know.
And my answer to that is, when do you get out of prison? When she stops being dead. After 25 years, I get to ask the question, she's still dead? Yeah. Then I want to see your ass in that cell every single day that she's dead. And somehow when you can miracle her ass, Miracle Max make the pill for her to no longer be dead, but mostly dead, I'll let you out. Until then, enjoy the cell.
Bye!
Yeah, you don't get to be amongst us anymore. There's just some things where your membership dues gets revoked. I don't know why that's such a hard concept.
What else do I have for you here? you ask. High Kick Wednesday.
And by the way, someone is pointing out that CVS that you were talking about in Selwood.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one that denied me the use of the bathroom.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, they get a lot of action over there.
Yeah. I was in a full-on DEFCON 1 Taco Bell-esque emergency. And I thought that I was driving across I was over there in Selwood. And yes, I went in there and they would not let me use the bathroom. And I was in a sheer panic mode. Those sons of bitches. That was that CVS. I can't believe someone remembered that.
We finally have an arrest in over 88 thefts in Portland. It took them 2 years to find this guy.
It's a lot of thefts.
He has stolen over $115,000 US worth of merchandise.
Where's he stealing from? Just
all over.
All over?
His name is Tajamar Hepburn, 29-year-old dude. 88 retail thefts that affected at least 8 different stores with a total loss of $115,000.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Finally got him.
So is he going to serve 6 months?
14 years.
Well, again, this goes back to my thing. If you have stolen that much, and how many robberies you said?
He's been charged with over 42 counts.
Yeah, 42 counts.
But
so
88 thefts.
Yeah, 88 thefts. Guess what? Membership dues has been revoked. Thanks for coming. You can't play with us anymore. Why is it so hard to kick people out of the sandbox?
That is in the news for July 15, 2026. As always, brought to you by The Advocates, injury attorneys. Whoa. Hello.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
At advocateslaw.com.
And that's the news.
There's Kenny.
That's
Donnie. Donnie.
It's somebody.
Ken Donnie. Coming up next, World Cup final is set. SB odds and Adam Silver speaks.
McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Argentina with another epic comeback, this time in the semifinals of the World Cup. Down 1-0 for much of the second half, Lionel Messi and company rallied back with 2 goals in the final 5 minutes in stoppage time to stun England 2-1. The defending world champs will now face the European champ Spain in the World Cup final on Sunday. In the NFL, running back Alvin Kamara will remain with the Saints in 2026 after agreeing to a reworked contract. Kamara was set to make up to $11.5 million this upcoming season. Wide receiver George Pickens will officially play this season on a $27.3 million franchise tender for the Cowboys after today's deadline passed for franchise tag players to sign long-term contracts. And in baseball, the first-place Brewers added more to their pitching rotation, trading for former All-Star Lance McCullers Jr. and lefty Colton Gordon from the Astros. I'm Brandon Henson from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom, call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
This is the Fans.
Welcome back. Hope you're having a nice little high kick Wednesday. We are your sportsmen. My name Isaac. His name Jay. Why did I say that? It's Jason.
It could be Jay.
Sook.
Whatever you want.
Excited.
And we have Brandon in on the controls. He's in for
That guy.
Who's that guy?
Steven.
There you go.
He's in Lake Tahoe.
For the next week.
Yeah. He likes to go down there for the so I think they have a family connection to a place to rent.
Yeah.
And usually it coincides with that Las Vegas,
It's like
I mean, not Las Vegas, but Lake Tahoe Pro-Am golf tournament. Aaron Rodgers is always there, Steph Curry, and all the big celebs and stuff. And this year he's late. They're too late. Missed out on Larry David.
But he said that's like his favorite thing. Of all the things that I would picture Steven being all fired up about, the Celebrity Pro-Am not on that list.
Well, I think he's a little shy in telling you this because you're Sook and you'll probably make fun of him. But I think they go for autographs.
Oh,
he's
I
feel
an autograph
like
guy?
I don't know that he is as much as I think his kids might be.
Oh, that's fine.
And so I think that's what they're doing down there.
Like, if you're a kid, I totally get the autograph thing. I just find the adult autograph thing to be weird. And look, it's one thing if you have a couple autographs, but when that's your jam, when you get off on the idea of a grown man treating you like crap so that he can sign something, or you pay $500 for a grown man to scribble something on something you own, that I just will never. That's one of those that does not compute in my brain. 2 and 2 does not equal 4.
Well, anyway, he'll be out for a week. We got young Brandon, who's not so young, but he looks young.
He looks young.
So we don't know what to make of Brandon.
No. Yeah,
30.
He's there.
35.
5.
Now, what we've heard, Emmy award winning.
Yeah.
6-time.
Wait, what?
Wow. Excuse me, pick that up right there. Look, that's a level of confidence right there.
Tell us more.
So I used to work for Fox Sports. I worked with their studio show crew for MLB and Big Noon Kickoff and college basketball. And we won 6 Emmys based on World Series coverage. We did the Rick Wood game, the first Field of Dreams game, those sorts of things. So, yeah, got 6 statues sitting at home.
So you are a 6-time Emmy Award winner. How beneath you is this program right here? My God.
Not at all. This is a whole new ball game for me, so it's almost like starting from scratch.
Me and Rob have won nothing.
Never.
21 years together.
Never.
I think we were nominated once for a local TV Emmy for a commercial that we did, and we did not win.
But it wasn't even us.
No.
It was somebody else.
No,
that wrote it.
We were just in the commercial.
Yeah, we starred in it because we're great actors.
Yes.
Just never won any awards.
No.
Sad.
No.
Sad state of affairs.
Not a single award.
6-time Emmy award-winning
Producer.
Yep.
How about that?
So so here's the question. Mm-hmm. What is your claim to fame among those 6 Emmys? What did you do?
I was very, what's the word? Very, very behind the scenes. So I would do just kind of, the bumps and the, those vignettes that you do in the pregame show, those types of interviews and stuff. So kind of on the scene, but not really like in the big chair type of scenario. All the grunt work.
Hey,
but
someone's got to be there.
Do what you got to do to get a shiny trophy.
Someone's got to be there to grind.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
And now, here you are.
That's all good.
Welcome.
Life's fast.
Brandon, everybody. Great.
She's learning new stuff about me every time I show up here, huh?
Yeah. I'm wondering what's next tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
How many kids do you have?
2 kids. 4 and 2.
All right.
Son, daughter.
Oh, boy.
Also, shout out to my wife. It is her birthday today.
Oh my God.
Look at that. And you have to
Happy
work.
birthday. What's her
Sorry,
name?
I'm working today.
Is she listening?
Probably. They might be driving home from the beach.
What's her name?
Diana.
Diana, nice catch here.
Yeah.
With young Brandon.
Even though
Award-winning.
he's not that young.
Handsome.
Instead of young Brandon, it should be award-winning Brandon.
Award-winning producer.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really apply to this. So.
Yeah, you haven't won any awards here yet.
Not here, yeah.
Although we were toying with a fan award show.
Yeah, we're talking about the fansies.
Yeah, the fansies.
Well, they have this is that time of year where there is nothing going on, hence the ESPYs. So why not? And we've never won an award, so I think we should just come up with our own and just call it the fansies.
I like it.
Yeah, who would win? Like, what category should we have for the fansies? Like, most improved host? Not going to be me.
Most likely to succeed.
That's either Brandon or lowercase.
Yeah. Something about the clock. Clock management's
Clock,
gotta be
best clock manager.
best clock management.
Who is the best clock manager here?
God, it ain't me.
It's probably Patrick.
It's
It's always the new people.
Patrick work the clock?
I don't know. It's not me, and it's not the morning show.
No,
I
it
know
is
that.
not.
No offense. All right.
Should we do like best athlete?
We'll work on that.
That'd be you.
Oh, that's Meringue. What are you kidding? He's the greatest athlete this station's ever known.
Oh my God.
According to him, quite frankly, he might be the greatest athlete the world has ever known. He's like Saquon Barkley.
Who's our hottest host?
It's a good
Who's
question.
our pinup host?
Well, normally it's Dusty, but he's not. He's not there
he's out
anymore.
of there.
He's out.
And quite frankly, he's getting old.
He's getting old, a little long in the tooth.
Yeah. Maybe Sprague.
Does Sprague
I think
win it?
Sprague's our hottie.
What about you? Or maybe the
it's not me.
Maybe the silver fox.
Not me. Maybe lowercase or Brandon. Like maybe the Youngs.
Yeah, it's going to be a young man's game.
The Youngs.
Yeah, it might be a battle between lowercase and Brandon. Black Brandon and whatever the hell lowercase is, he's got a touch of something in there. He's got a little of that ethnic ambiguity going on there. It's something good.
I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Yeah, he's got a little something. Got a little flair.
Well, hey, we had the World Cup semifinal today, and it was a dooz.
That game was great.
It was a doozy.
This World Cup has been unbelievable, and that game was as good as any that we've had. I mean, that had
Argentina did it again.
Every freaking time.
All they do is like get behind, and you think, they kind of suck, and they're gonna lose, and then they just score a bunch of goals.
Was it like what did it end up? It was 1-0 going into the 80th.
They scored in the 85th.
They scored in the 85th to tie it, and they scored in the 92nd to win.
Yeah, it was 6.5 minutes apart.
How did they do this?
Well, and England's taking a lot of heat.
They should.
And they should. So they went up 1-0, and basically just at that point, they made some subs. They played all defense, and they went into the prevent defense. Even Harry Kane afterwards said that after 1-0, I'll pull up the quote, but he even said that after going up 1-0 that they pulled back, and he's like, at this level, you can't do that. I mean, England is getting killed for that because they just kept absorbing Argentina's punches, and it felt like Argentina was going to break through. And once they scored, it broke England's back. Incredible. You knew once Argentina scored that another one was coming right behind that. And sure enough, 6 minutes later, there it is.
So now we have Argentina-Spain on Sunday for all the Marbs. It'll be at noon on Fox. Just looking at the odds. Argentina, so again, these are three-way bets.
Yeah. Because
you can also draw. So this is after 90 minutes and stoppage time.
Yeah.
Draw is plus 200. Argentina is plus 260. Spain plus 130.
Okay. So we see where the
so Spain's the favorite.
Yes.
But not
overwhelming.
not overwhelming, but they're definitely the favorite. And then we also get England-France on Saturday, and that the odds there are about the same. France is supposed to beat them, but who knows?
Yeah, I have no idea because I haven't. This is the first World Cup that I've just been completely immersed in. And so I was asking the question, like, does anyone really care about that third, fourth place game? And we had a couple of people that said that some of the bigger guys don't even play in that it is, it's not that big of a deal. Whereas with Argentina and Spain, funny, like everyone kept thinking that Argentina eventually the rubber was going to meet the road, that they weren't that good and that Messi was kind of dragging them along. And then Spain hasn't scored many goals at all. They've just given up one. Remember at the beginning of the tournament, everyone was like, God, what's wrong with Spain? And they're not scoring very much. But they've given up one goal all tournament. So even Spain, like both of these teams, I think a lot of people doubted their ability to get here.
Yeah.
And yet here they are.
It's kind of one of those things in American sports too, where it's always the same. It's like, even though people doubt them because they show warts and have flaws, it kind of ends up always being the same teams in the same franchises. Yeah. It's true of this too. Here it is, Spain and Argentina.
Yeah.
Messi, shocker. Yeah. He's back in the final.
And Spain is a powerhouse. Spain was in a World Cup final not too long ago.
So
right?
they've only
like 2 or 3 World Cups ago?
As you've mentioned, they've only given up 1 goal.
Yeah.
The record in a World Cup is 2.
And so they're
they're already going to tie they can give up a goal
Yeah.
to Argentina and that record would be tied. But if they shut them out, it's the all-time record.
The question becomes, if Argentina gets up 1-0, can Spain come back and score too? Because they have not, their offense has not looked very good. They're that NFL team that, they're the Ravens. They'll beat you. They'll get up 10-0 and then they'll just strangle you. And not, I mean, watching what they did to France, that was something. France looked like the best team all tournament, and Spain absolutely put the clamps on them. They could do nothing. And by the way, I don't know if you've seen like the fallout of that. Mbappe is freaking out about the coach, calling out the tactics. I mean, France is melting down after what Spain did.
That doesn't surprise me. What?
The French.
Yeah, the French. And Mbappe, he's kind of a whiner anyway.
Yeah.
I don't like him. He's my new villain. So I'm rooting for Messi, although I have to brag. Bet brag.
Yeah.
I've got both sides.
Yeah, you're fine either way, right?
Yeah, my two futures.
You're making money no matter what.
Were Spain and Argentina.
Yeah.
And here they are meeting in the final. I don't even have to hedge. It's great.
Oh, that is that. Which one do you make more on?
Spain.
Just
a little bit.
So you're rooting for the Spaniards.
I'll be rooting for the Spaniards,
okay.
but I really like Messi, and so if he won, I would have no.
Well, and Messi.
And I like his wife.
Messi didn't score today, but he had 2 assists, and that the one on the winning goal, that is as pretty a ball as you will ever see. I mean, that's insane stuff with the off foot too. Kick that right. I mean, with the right foot, it was.
He's a badass.
And if he does this, they said it'll be the first time that a team will have won 4 major international tournaments in a row. No one's done that. Argentina's going for their 4th, including a World Cup from 4 years ago. And this will be, I mean, this kind of ends the debate. I mean, I know Pele won 3, but that was like the early days when UCLA was winning championships. It's much harder to do now. Messi, for the most part, is regarded already as the greatest of all time. And if he caps this at 38 with a 2nd straight World Cup, it's kind of Tom Brady-esque winning one in Tampa. It stops the debate. And he goes from arguably the best player of all time to seemingly he's just the best player of all time.
Is he still going to play for Miami?
Yeah, I don't think he's done.
After the World Cup?
Yeah. I think they said
cool.
I think they said this is his last World Cup. I mean, he'd be 42 when the next one rolls around, but yeah, he's got a lot of reasons to go back and play in Miami.
Okay, the ESPYs are tonight. Real quick, I told you I had an ESPY segment.
Yeah.
So I have the odds on the ESPYs.
Okay.
And not that we will watch the ESPYs, because we won't. I don't care about them.
I've got them on right now.
They're being hosted this year by comedian Marcelo Hernandez.
I have no idea who that is.
Nor do I. They're in New York City. We've been watching the red carpet. Jason Tatum showed up in a tank top.
Yeah,
a wife beater.
Yeah, I believe those are now called wife pleasers. You're not allowed to call them beaters.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wife pleasers?
Yeah, they're supposed to be wife pleasers.
In what ways does it please the wife?
I think it's because it shows off the man meat.
Okay.
Look, if you're wearing a wife pleaser out in public as like a regular garment, you think you're the S. You're like, check this out, baby. Check out the gun show.
Baby.
Yeah.
That was Jason Tatum.
Yeah, everyone's got to show up. This is a big fashion. You're no one unless you're showing up in a.
I know. So why is he in a tank?
I don't know.
What did you call it?
It's a
why
wife
is he in a
pleaser.
wife pleaser?
I guarantee that wife pleaser is probably like a $400 tank top by Dolce & Gabbana, and you can't afford it.
Okay, best team. Here are your nominees. Okay. Team USA Hockey. The Carolina Hurricanes just won the Stanley Cup. Tom Dundon's team.
They will not be winning this.
The Dodgers. The Seahawks.
Yeah.
Indiana football or the Knicks.
Oh, that'll be the Knicks.
The Knicks are the overwhelming favorite.
Yeah.
But I think I might give it to Indiana football.
It should be Indiana. I mean, no offense to the Knicks, but the Knicks going into the season were the second or third best team, I think, odds in the East. Indiana? Come on. That's Indiana. It's not even close. Indiana might be the most unlikely NCAA champion BYU in 84 maybe, but we know that's, kind of, it's like a quarter championship. In doing what Indiana did in 2 years, that's the greatest story in college football history.
Best play, the OG Anunoby tip-in.
It's pretty good.
The golden goal for the gold for the men's hockey team.
Hughes, after breaking his teeth.
And then Braylon Mullins buzzer beater. That's UConn Duke, right?
Is that UConn Duke?
Is that what that was?
Okay.
Yeah. Caleb Williams game-tying touchdown against the Rams. You remember that?
Yeah.
That heave.
Yeah.
And the golden goal for the women's hockey team. Those are the odds.
Yeah, it should be.
Or the nominees.
I would say the Jack Hughes one after breaking his teeth, but the OG tip. I mean,
that's the odds-on favorite.
I mean,
by a lot.
Come on, that's just.
I got to tell you, I think that Caleb Williams touchdown
is pretty nuts too,
bro. That was unbelievable.
Yeah. So that was kind of dumb luck.
It was. It was pretty lucky.
You're just throwing that up in the air and see what happened. The OG one.
But yeah, the OG, you got to give it to that.
That's
because of what was on the line.
What's on the line, that may be, that should go down as a top 5 NBA play of all time. That's absolutely silly.
So it's the OG tip-in should win that.
Yes.
Actually, second on the list there, odds-wise, is Mullins buzzer beater, which I don't even remember.
Yeah, it's all
UConn Duke. Who won?
Well, I'm assuming
UConn won at the on that shot. UConn won, but remember they were down I think they were down 5 with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I remember Boozer.
Oh, that's right.
I remember Boozer
Boozer threw a bad pass.
Yeah.
Got tipped. They got the ball and he shot it from 35 feet to win.
Nah, we'll give it to OG.
Top of the key, right? But way,
almost logo, edge of the logo.
Yeah.
Best single game performance: Bam Adebayo, 83 points. Shohei Ohtani, 6 shutout innings, 10 strikeouts, and 3 home runs.
Was that against the Marlins?
Hannah Hidalgo, 16 steals. That's crazy.
It's a lot of steals.
And then Tice Armstrong, 3 grand slams.
What?
I meant to look that one up. Hold on.
College baseball, Baylor.
Yeah.
He hit 3 grand slams in a game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that. The Ohtani one's pretty ridiculous, but again, it was against the Marlins, I think. Which, you hit 3 grand slams in a game? Yeah, give that guy the award.
Yeah, he hit 3 grannies on opening day of the college baseball season.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't. Never heard of him. No idea. But
he's not going to win. He's at 25-1.
So 3 grand. You're saying that 16 steals is better than 3 grand slams?
Well, I'm not saying anything. What I'm telling you is odds-wise, he is a long shot. Bam Adebayo, 83 points is the odds-on favorite.
Yeah,
followed by Shohei and then Hidalgo.
The Shohei game was in Game 4 of the NLCS against the Brewers.
Oh.
He had 3 home runs.
3 home runs, 10 strikeouts.
I thought that was a regular season game. Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a tough category.
It is a tough category.
Because,
no offense to the 16 steals.
Dude, that's really pretty awesome, though.
Is it?
I don't know. Yes! That's a lot of freaking steals.
Where does she play?
I have no idea who she is or where she plays.
Who the hell is she?
I don't know.
16.
I believe this is college basketball.
16 steals.
I want to say Notre Dame.
That's a lot.
See.
Best male athlete: Ohtani, Matt Stafford, Messi, or Brunson.
Oh, I don't know. Should be Ohtani, but they'll give it to Brunson. I'm guessing the Knicks will win a lot of stuff.
Brunson is the favorite, followed by Messi, then Ohtani, and Stafford is a long shot.
Yeah.
Best female athlete: Asia Wilson, Nelly Korda, Michaela Schifrin, or Hillary Knight.
They'll give it to Wilson.
Wilson is the odds-on favorite.
The WNBA is having a moment.
Who is Hillary Knight?
She's the hockey player that scored the goal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then Schifrin is basketball?
Skiing.
Yeah,
Olympics.
skiing.
Yeah.
basket skiing.
She won the was she the slalom?
Slalom. Yep.
Yeah. They'll give it again. The WNBA is having a moment, and ESPN will push the WNBA. Again, this is all just who ESPN wants to shove down your throat.
So now you don't have to watch the ESPYs.
There you go.
And by the way, one other note today, Patrick Mahomes says that he is eyeing a week 1 return against Denver.
Yeah, they had him in some of the OTAs and stuff, and he's braced up, but he looked good. He was taking drop backs. Obviously hasn't been hit or whatever, but
so he tore his ACL on December 14th.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he's about to be 31 as well.
Yeah. Dude, the injury recoveries, and now everyone's like, they go overseas and they do all the peptides and they're doing the HGH stuff, and people are just recovering at an alarming rate. There just really isn't. I mean, I guess there still technically is, but the career enders, the career like changers, they're few and far between now. Guys are coming back. Otani-san.
There are your headlines. Coming up next in the malfunctioning epiglottis, we must discuss what Adam Silver said.
Yeah, that now has people freaking out.
That's right. The freak out meter is increasing in Portland. And I guess the question is, should it be? Yeah. I don't know if it should.
I don't think
quite yet.
Nothing has changed for me.
All right, so we'll get to that. We'll play it for you next.
Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Argentina with another epic comeback, this time in the semifinals of the World Cup. Down 1-0 for much of the second half, Lionel Messi and company rallied back with 2 goals in the final 5 minutes and stoppage time to stun England 2-1. The defending world champs will now face the European champ Spain in the World Cup final on Sunday. They attempt to be the first team to win 2 straight World Cups since 1962. In the NFL, running back Alvin Kamara will remain with the Saints in 2026 after agreeing to a rework contract. Kamara was set to make up to $11.5 million this upcoming season. Wide receiver George Pickens will officially play this season on a $27.3 million franchise tender for the Cowboys after today's deadline passed for the franchise tag players to sign long-term contracts. And in baseball, the first-place Brewers added more to their pitching rotation, trading for former All-Star Lance McCullers Jr. and lefty Colton Gordon from the Astros. I'm Brandon Henson from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
This is the Fans.
Indeed it is. Now to the Moda Center renovation saga. So Adam Silver was speaking out at Summer League. He's in Vegas.
He stirred it up a little bit, and this was on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, he's calculated with everything he says.
Yeah.
And so it's only, 25 seconds, and we'll play it for you here. This is Adam Silver speaking on the latest on the Moda Center renovations here in Portland.
Spent time with Tom and his partners here in Las Vegas, and what we are most focused on right now, the league office, is the deal that we discussed when we were in Portland in March. I was hoping more progress would have been made by now on that agreement, and it seems to have gone off track in various ways. And so I have a colleague, Joe Masco, who's day-to-day on it, but we're working with both sides to ensure that the Trailblazers can have a long-term future in Portland. But there are several open issues that still need to be resolved.
And now we're right back to the panic button, articles being written. It's a charade. He wanted to move the team all along, even though...
But he didn't, though.
They
That's
agreed.
dumb.
That's so dumb. They had an agreement in March, a rough agreement.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is it off track?
No.
Or is he just saying this to get city council to move?
Yes.
It's not off track.
No, when you actually look through the timeline of kind of what they laid out.
Their deadlines are like, I think, we had Dan Ryan in here last week. He said it's, I think August. Mid-August?
Yes. So we are approaching it where you want to get something done, but everyone said all along so there was a rough agreement, and that's what Adam Silver was talking about.
Yeah.
And this is important to know. And
yes.
by the way,
this is the most
important part because yes, I will say Tom Dundon does not care about whether the team stays in Portland. He just doesn't. I have talked to multiple people that have spoken to him, and they all say the same thing. He's a business guy. He's not buying Portland. He bought a team. And he bought the team, and when they did, and Adam Silver referred to that, they all had an agreement. Now, nothing was finalized and put in paper, but there was basically a understanding of a framework of a deal that when Dundon and his partners bought the team, that the $600 million was going to be used for those renovations. And that basically when they bought the team, that it would be a quick, easy, sign it, here you go, and we sign the lease, and away we go. And the county and the state both held up their end of the bargain. And then the city, which is paying only 120 of the 600 million, are the ones that are saying, well, no, we need to revisit this. And you can tell that has annoyed Adam Silver. It's annoyed Tom Dundon. And here we are with this kind of drug out process. But those people that are trying to say that all along they were going to move, no, there was an agreement in place. And the people, and I'm not saying that it's unfair of us as a city, but we're the ones that have thrown this into kind of the situation we're in by saying, well, we don't want that deal. We want to further explore a better deal.
100.
And what doesn't make sense to me in this whole thing is we have no leverage. None. The only leverage we have is, well, we don't think you're going to leave. And I'm telling you, he doesn't care. So ultimately, and this is the same thing that happened in Carolina, everyone said this could get ugly, it could get contentious, but at the end of the day, unless the city council says, nope, over $6 million a year, we're going to tell them to go F themselves, this deal will get done. So while this isn't a great thing to hear, I think this is a calculated move on the part of Adam Silver. I think all of this is pressure, and we've said this a million times, whether it's collective bargaining agreements or whatever, when do deals get done? When deadlines approach. And we're going to have a deadline coming up fairly soon. It's not a hard deadline, but it is one that if it gets crossed, then you probably have a reason to panic a little bit. And ultimately, you have two sides that are playing hardball, and one side has a lot of leverage and the other one doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, this is so far from the situation in Seattle.
Yeah.
Because up there, you had a pretty disingenuous guy.
Yes.
In Clay Bennett, who had an ulterior motive. You don't have that with Tom Dundon. This is really on Portland.
Yes.
At this point. Now, this is probably going too far, too, because, like you said, once the deadline's hit, the cooler heads will prevail. They'll get this deal done. And by the way, again, just to reiterate, if you haven't heard every minute of our show over the last 27 years or however the hell long we've been on this radio station, the last several months we've had two city councilors on the air, Candace Avalos and Dan Ryan, and both, in the end, said that they believe that they will get this deal done.
Yes.
So,
just saying.
That
everyone
kind of helps. But if this gets further down the road where Portland is not getting its S together, it's 100% on them.
Yes.
Look, you have a crap arena in a crap area of town. Both of those are your fault.
Yeah.
So this guy buys the team. He thinks he has a deal to renovate that crap arena and possibly profit from building up the area around the arena. It's a win-win. He sees it that way.
Yeah.
Then once he acquires the team, he realizes he might not have that deal because, well, we're Portland.
Yes.
So this is on the city council.
Yeah.
100%. Portland needs to get its stuff together here. And again, we've talked to two city councilors. I believe that they will. It will not be Dundon's fault if the Trailblazers are forced to leave. They just won't.
No.
And if you think it is, you're letting your city off the hook yet again, which you've done many, many times. This is why the city is where it is right now. So when it will be Dundon's fault, okay, so this is the flip side of this. When it will be Dundon's fault is if the city council does vote this money for renovations through and he still balks and says, nope,
I'm not signing
not signing that. I'm leaving in 2030.
Yes. If they want, and this is the only part of this that I find a little like, and again, two sides to every story, but it sounds like coming from the city council that Dundon and the Blazers aren't returning a lot of calls, that they are just kind of, they're asking for specifics and the Blazers are basically saying no, which again goes back to me, the leverage. I don't think he's kidding around, nor do I think he's willing to capitulate on really anything. He's saying, we had a deal in place, and Adam Silver even said, right? He goes on and he basically said, I want to go back to that deal that we had. And so I do think you have a guy that is going to play hardball, that is emotionless about this, and is like, well, if you want my commitment, I would like what we kind of agreed upon. And the city can bitch and moan about it all you want. I don't understand what leverage they have other than saying, no, we're not going to do this. And I at that point, that's when I think the panic should set in, but I don't believe they will. I don't believe in a city that is desperate for business, desperate for commerce, they're going to let the biggest business in the city at $4.5 billion walk away over $6 million a year. I keep going back to it. We can't be this dumb. We can't be.
And I would push back on that and say, yes, we can. You've lived here long enough to know that. But in this instance, I don't think they're that dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Not that dumb.
Yes.
That's where I've stood the whole time, and that's where I continue to stand.
So it's kind of one of those things that where I understand that this feels a little scary, and you're going to get people that are going to write columns. You're going to get people that are going to say, here it comes. But these are kind of the way it works. Anytime someone gets into one of these battles, it gets a little tense. But until actual deadlines are passed, and it does feel right now that there's some friction, but again, friction in Carolina, and they got the deal done. And I still contend that they got the deal done. But the longer this goes, yeah, there's going to be some uncomfortable people. Also hearing from people that, unfortunately, and I feel pretty comfortable with it, was saying this, that old Bert Cole's fat ass is, the Vulcans still own a piece of this team, and that Bert is not a fan of the city of Portland, and Bert is in someone's ear right now, aka Tom Dundon, telling him what a piece of crap it is to deal with the city of Portland. And by the way, he's not wrong, but I don't think it helps that you have a former, not owner, but someone that has been involved with this team for 30 years in the ear of the new owner telling him about how crappy it is to deal with the city. And you do have an owner that's looking at this being like, well, yeah, this does seem hard. And the other one too, as far as leverage goes, if Portland's only leverage is, well, we're not going to do this, and if you don't like it, leave, realize that of the major markets, from a financial situation, from an arena standpoint, from a sponsorship standpoint, from a business standpoint, we're one of, if not the worst major metropolitan area in the country. So I go back to it. What leverage do you have to tell Tom Dundon, you better meet us halfway or else? Like, I wish we had better cards to play, but we don't.
No, they don't. I just think they're trying to negotiate, but they don't have much of leverage to do so. And I get that. I mean, that's part of their job. You got to get the best deal you can for the city. That they are looking out for the city, at least in their own ways. Mayor Keith Wilson issued a statement today, and so did a spokesperson for the Trailblazers.
Yes.
And we will get those to you when we return on The Fan. This is a copyright-free hit entitled Rump Roast.
We like a little rump roast.
I like this one too.
Yeah, got a little banjo in there, maybe some slide guitar.
So we were talking about the Moda Center bullsh.
Yeah.
That's going down.
And now everyone's panicking again and again.
Are they though?
Yeah, people, we in this city love to mash the panic button and
well, it's because they're terrified the Blazers are going to leave. They always have been.
Always have been.
They always thought that they were going to Seattle because Paul Allen was a Seattle guy.
Yeah,
didn't happen.
Well, and I think some people have done a great job of stoking this fear, especially over the last couple months and certainly today.
You mean
who do you think I am?
That guy?
I just think there's a handful of people. I am. And look, I understand that this is far from a done deal. And I'm not saying the chance is zero, but I do think that a false narrative from the get-go in this is being thrown out there to I don't know. Again, if it bleeds, it leads. This just, again, sounds like, and we'll read the dueling statements here because people are like, well, they put out conflicting statements. Okay. Again, you have two sides that are publicly negotiating seemingly a tense thing. But again, I would like to point out, it's $6 million a year. The budget is $8.7 billion a year, and we're fighting over $6 million a year for 20 years. Does anyone realize how absurd this whole thing is? We spend $5 million in the city on drug needles for homeless people, and yet $6 million is our hang up here over a building that Portland owns. We've got to pull our head out of our ass.
So this is from KATU. A recent report says that the state's consultant and the Trailblazers remain divided over which NBA markets should be used as comparable cities when evaluating the project's financial assumptions. The report was required under the legislation authorizing the state's funding commitment. Portland City Council will hold 2 additional public meetings on the proposal in July before a possible vote on tentative deal terms in August. Negotiations between the city, state, and the Blazers are expected to continue through the remainder of the year as all sides work toward a long-term agreement that would keep the franchise at the Moda Center for years to come. Yeah. So this is what Dan Ryan was saying last week. He said, look, our job is to get get on paper what we want and get Tom to agree to that, and the Blazers to agree to that, and we need to get what he wants and agree to that, and then you hand it off to high-level lawyers
and they work out the deets.
Who draft it up and work out the details. So while they will be negotiating through the rest of the year, most of the main stuff should be agreed upon by August. Mid-August. I think August 17th exactly was the cutoff. Yeah. Portland Mayor Keith Wilson issued the following statement today, and this is in reply to Adam Silver's comments. He said, from the start, the city has committed to striking the best deal for Portland. The Blazers are our tenant. We're their landlords. We value them, and we recognize that we need each other for the long term. We are continuing to engage in a community-driven process as we approach a city council vote in August. We are operating on an aggressive timeline to reach a new lease, and we have been explicit with the Blazers that design information and clarity around public investment are necessary to move forward. The absence of essential details from the Blazers is slowing the progress at a moment when urgency is required. We know that the NBA is committed to Portland, and we look forward to working with them to ensure negotiations on a renovated Moda Center and a new long-term lease that happens in good faith.
So this goes back to the city is claiming that the Blazers are not answering all the calls and being forthright about everything. And then the Blazers had their own statement, and they're saying, well, no.
They say, this is a spokesperson for the Trailblazers, the suggestion that the Trailblazers are withholding essential information is not accurate. The Trailblazers and the city worked for several months in lockstep with the state and county in developing what became Senate Bill 1501 and a market rate deal framework. Since that time, we've been engaged in multiple discussions of renovation elements, conceptual visions, and building walkthroughs with the mayor and other city officials. The city has more information than state leaders had during the legislative session.
So their point is, I think, going back to, we kind of agreed on all this crap. And everyone's on board with it, but you. What's your problem? And herein lies, you got a little bit of a pissing contest, but when 2/3 of the funding is done and the major portion of it is done, to me, again, it seems very logical that you will get over the goal line. But again, that doesn't sell papers and it doesn't get clicks, and we like to panic.
I think the
all
thing
that
what I would like to see if this continues to go south, or if it even is going south.
Sure.
Because it just sounds to me like they're just all negotiating.
Yeah.
But,
this is how negotiation works.
I would like to see somebody, because if the Blazers left, that would be catastrophic.
Brutal beyond brutal.
Absolutely catastrophic.
Yes.
And then what you would have is you would basically have another Coliseum, a Memorial Coliseum, just sitting there
with no tenant,
with nobody in it,
no.
except for an occasional concert. There would be no incentive to really sort of rework the area around it, make it a vibrant. Nope. It's just like, dude, you can see it now. Tumbleweeds rolling through the parking, or the concrete around the stadium. It's just that would be absolutely catastrophic. What I think would be helpful is if somebody who is for this was able to outline, maybe even in economic numbers, what it would mean if the Blazers left.
Yeah.
Because everybody keeps saying this, but what is it? Like, how much? I mean, I asked Dan Ryan last week, I said, what, on your scale of ways that you're trying to increase revenue to a city that desperately needs it, where does this lie? And he kind of hedged because he was trying to think of other projects he has going on, but he's like, dude, it's near the top.
Yep.
So if we lose this, if we lose the Blazers, what does that mean? If somebody were to lay that out, I think this would be a lot more clear for people who are even just questioning it, or naysayers in general.
Yeah, the only thing that can come close to this, and it would be a bigger deal, but it's not Portland, would be if Nike left. It's the only thing.
Well, they're watching.
Yes. And believe me, we've heard that just be aware that if the Blazers leave, I mean, last one out, turn off the lights. Like, you can walk around our city and see for lease signs. And I asked Dan Ryan point blank, is there another business in Portland that's worth $4 billion? And he was like, yeah, no. So in a city desperate for business, we're playing chicken with the biggest business, the biggest valued business that we have in our city. And yeah, you want to talk about the fact that if they did leave, you have roughly 45 to 50 nights a year gone. All the people that those jobs gone, all the people that come in, because the people that are going to those games aren't from the city, right? It's me coming from Vancouver. It's someone coming from Wilsonville. It's someone coming from Hillsborough. All those people coming in, the bars that you go to, the restaurants that you eat at, the parking fees, all the people that work at those games, all the construction jobs that would go away from the multiple years of renovation that would go from this. By the way, you still have to renovate the building because concerts already pass you over because it's the oldest building that has never been renovated in the country as far as arenas go. Like, someone said on the text program, I disagree. Tom Dundon doesn't need Portland. Yes, you're right. He does not. He does not need us. We need him. We need the Blazers. So, and it really is, I keep going back to it. It's a staggering small sum of money in the grand scheme of things. This is like,
but that's lost in the shuffle too.
That is lost in the shuffle.
People don't know that.
No.
They see $120 million and go, what?
Over 20, or in some cases, like when we talked to Dan Ryan, they were looking for a 30-year commitment. And obviously 30 is better than 20, but maybe that's a sticking point. But again, I ask, what kind of leverage do you have in this? If you say you want 30 and he wants 20, maybe you can get 25 out of it. But I mean, this is a shockingly small number coming from the city. And yet we've turned it into this major thing, is like, it'll cripple the city to spend $120 million over 20 years. My God.
Well, think about all the tentacles, like jobs.
Oh, it's brutal.
Think about all the jobs at the Moda Center.
Yep.
Think about the restaurants and bars all around town where people gather to watch the Blazers, or hotels, parking garages.
Yep.
I mean,
all of it. It's all connected.
Just think for 20 seconds about all that will be affected. Ride shares, like
everything.
It'll be a ghost town down there.
Yes.
There's nothing.
And it's already probably the worst downtown area around a ballpark or a stadium in the country. There's nothing.
Think about how it affects media.
Oh, just
Sports media.
Sports media.
Hell, are we going away if the Blazers go away?
The tentacles of this are shocking. That and just from, and we're not even talking about the overall impact, because you can, those numbers are hypothetical, but I believe the actual number, if you look at the average NBA team from jock taxes and sales, because you put a tax on every ticket that's sold and all that, I want to say off the top of my head, that number is usually around 15 million. It's like 10 to 15 million. That is direct money put into the city's pocket every year by an NBA team. So even if you take away all the other economic impact of kind of the ancillary stuff that's harder to prove, right? Jobs and revenue and businesses and all that. But if you just go dollars and cents, if a team makes for the city, let's even split the difference and say 12 million a year in direct money that you tax that team to put into the city, and this costs you 6 to keep the team here. Even that alone is enough to look at this and be like, what are we doing? Which ultimately, I keep telling people, I understand you're nervous. I understand that there's trepidation, but please don't listen to the war drums and the fear mongering. We're not at that point yet. We're just not. And I go back to when he bought the team, when we talked to people in Carolina and all the reports, they said that. When he went to Carolina, they had the exact same thing. And what did everyone say? It got contentious. It got a little tough because he's emotionless. He is you don't have to like it. And I don't even like it. I wish he was like, dude, Portland, I can't take this team away. And, how great would it be for him to come out and be like, nope, there's no way I can do this. This city means so much, and the team means this so much. We all want that, but that ain't coming. That's not walking through the door. This is the lot that we got dealt. And while it's not the ideal thing, it got done there, and this keeps going back to it. It just smells and sounds so much like they went through in Carolina. And so I just have to put my faith in this city and in the NBA and all that they do not want more blood on their hands.
All right, coming up next in the club, we can now bet on airport delays.
Oh, that's fun.
I think it is.
That was a whole Seinfeld episode where they were doing that.
Yeah?
Yeah, Kramer and the Texan were like, which flight would come in sooner.
Well, they were ahead of their time.
Yeah.
And women don't get gambling addictions much.
No?
No, they don't.
Well,
it's mostly men.
Well, women don't murder, and they don't,
They don't do a lot of the things that terrible men do.
We do that.
But they do get addicted to this. Next.
a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Argentina survives again with another epic comeback, this time in the semifinals of the World Cup. Down 1-0 for much of the second half, Lionel Messi and company rallied back with two goals in the final 5 minutes in stoppage time to stun England 2-1. The defending world champs will now face the European champ Spain in the World Cup final on Sunday. They attempt to become the first team since 1962 to win back-to-back World Cups. In the NFL, running back Alvin Kamara will remain with the Saints in 2026 after agreeing to a reworked contract. Kamara was set to make up to $11.5 million this upcoming season. Wide receiver George Pickens will officially play this season on a $27.3 million franchise tender for the Cowboys after today's deadline pass for franchise tag players to sign long-term contracts. And 3 of your Portland teams are in action tomorrow. The Fire are in D.C. to take on the Mystics at 4 on 9:10 a.m. ESPN Portland. The Timbers return from the World Cup break in Seattle against the Sounders at 7 here on 105.1 The Fan. And the Blazers continue Summer League play against the Nuggets at 7 on Prime Video. I'm Brandon Henson from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
This is the Fan Sports Network.
No belief. By the way, that statement would have been way better had someone put "here now" at the end of it.
Yeah. Wait, what statement?
The Blazers or the mayor's
Keith
statement.
Wilson?
You know, if they would have finished that off with political compromises and then finished it off with "here now," it would have been way better.
Here now. Here now. Here now. Here now.
We need to negotiate SEC style. Come on.
Here now. I feel like Dundon kind of does.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, he just seems like the type that if you were negotiating with, he just dead ass stares at you and is like, yeah, whatever. It's kind of creepy.
Well,
you'd almost rather someone be emotional and yell as opposed to just robot stare at you.
I was talking to somebody who's a big businessman.
Yeah.
And he was talking about he used to do business in Dallas. And I was talking to him about the Blazers thing because he's a Blazers fan.
Yeah.
And he was like, because I did business in Dallas. I know the way those guys operate.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm worried for that very reason.
Yeah.
He's like, these guys they're
not messing around.
They're different.
Yeah.
It's not how we do business here.
No. We think we're doing some sort of like fun little choreographed dance.
This is cute.
And they're like, yeah, here's my offer today, and it's going to be worse tomorrow. So why would you operate from a point of leverage when you have none? You ever do that? Like you're
all
having
the time with my wife.
Yeah, you're having a fight, and you realize, where the hell is this going?
I'm just going to dig in.
Exactly. Let me dig my heels in here for no reason.
See if I win this one.
Yeah. You gonna leave, are you?
Sometimes you can wear them down.
Yeah.
Win it by default.
Isn't that adorable when someone starts yelling? Like, what are you gonna? You gonna go somewhere? No, and neither am I. So, let's go in the other room, cool off for 10 minutes, and we'll be back.
So you can now bet on Kalshi.
Yeah.
You can bet on airport delays.
So if you're like an air traffic controller, you can make a mint.
in flight cancellations. Well, yeah, I mean,
Is there anything that you can't bet on if you're an insider and make money on it?
well, what they're basically saying with this is we're moving towards a world where you can bet or hedge virtually any inconvenience in your life.
Pretty much.
So, like, if you're delayed or your flight's canceled, you can bet on that.
Yeah.
And get some money, at least get some money while you wait in the lounge.
Because you know the airport or the airlines aren't giving you anything.
Exactly.
Like,
With
hey,
free drinks.
can I get like a coupon or a free? No. Go to hell.
So users on Kalshi will be able to buy and sell contracts based on the percentage of flights canceled at an airport over a specified time frame. Travelers could offset the financial pain of canceled flights by purchasing contracts that increase in value if cancellations spike. So Kalshi plans to use FlightAware flight tracking data as the primary source, with the U.S. Department of Transportation serving as a backup, which that's not corrupt.
No, not at all.
The company points to a year filled with travel disruptions, including winter storms, the Iran conflict, and the shutdown of Spirit Airlines as evidence that consumers want ways to manage travel risk.
Do we really want that? Or come on, stop it.
What a great line.
Yeah, we've all.
Yeah, they want this.
I know I've been sitting around the airport here for an hour. You know what would be great if I could gamble on how long I'm sitting here? Stop it.
So they're saying if this market gains traction, they could eventually expand to other travel-related events. You could bet on delays, TSA wait times, weather disruptions, cruise cancellations, even theme park attendance, or traffic-related events.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Now, yeah, I'm on my way home. I better place a bet on what time I get home. Like, I understand that gambling is great, but are we
There you go.
reaching a tipping point with this?
Well, yeah, of course.
I mean, my goodness.
We're probably already past it.
Can we do anything right? As a human species, is the thing that we lack more than anything else self-control? Like, we cannot help ourselves. Is there anything that we just have that's good and we just let it be good? Or do we have to take it over the precipice and fall off the cliff?
There's a lot of us. It's not everybody that takes it over the precipice. It's just there's a lot of people that are always looking for new and better and bigger, and we're innovative, and we just keep going.
We're innovative.
Oh, we are.
So gambling on your ride home.
Yeah, you could.
Boy, I'll tell you what. If you've ever wondered whether or not you need to call help, it's that. If you're sitting in an airport and your flight's delayed and your first thought is, I wonder if I could gamble on how long this takes, you should probably call one of those help lines.
Well, let's say you're flying to, like, I don't know. Give me an event that you just absolutely want. Let's say you bought World Cup tickets.
Yeah.
And you're going to go fly to the final. Team USA's in the final.
Sure.
You buy tickets.
Going to New Jersey.
You're going to fly to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Trip of a lifetime. You could hedge. Like, let's say your flight gets canceled. You could have bet on that and got your money back on the tickets.
Or you can just buy trip insurance for like $50. Get your money back.
Yeah, those things aren't worth crap.
No, I never do it, but
I never do it either. I roll the dice.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
I'm an animal.
I don't know. That seems like, I guess, you can bet on people dying now on Kalshi, right?
Well, like, you could bet. Okay, so let's say you bet, or you go to, you want to go to Disney. You're a huge Disney guy.
Am I?
You love Disney.
I can't get enough.
You love
me and Fentress. We put on our Disney our jackets and our ears, and away we go.
You love Minnie Mouse, and you want to go.
I'm more of a Winnie the Pooh guy.
Okay,
He's
excited. There, right?
I was excited to meet Winnie the Pooh.
Is Goofy there? Oh, I don't know.
They're
Whoever's
there.
there,
they're there.
And you could hedge against rain. If it rains, you could bet on it. It's great.
Is it?
No.
This is all terrible. It makes me worried about. I'm generally worried. But then I think about it, and I'm like, dude, just shut up. There's nothing you can do anyways. You're just an old man yelling at the clouds.
I'll tell you how I could make a lot of money. I could make a lot of money on certain people canceling golf plans.
Oh, you got that? You got those people in your life?
I've got a few of them.
Yeah. Don't we all know the person that it's not going to golf plans, dinner plans, whatever?
Yes.
We all know that person.
Yeah, a little flaky.
Sure, 100%.
But sometimes with golf, and listen, this is a PSA, okay?
Okay.
I think people just assume tee times are kind of willy-nilly.
Sure.
They're not. If you're planning to be there. Now, if you cancel 48 hours a week before, that's different.
Yeah.
But if you're within the 48-hour, 24-hour window of your tee time,
you get your ass there.
Dude, you're screwing somebody over by not being there. Whether that's somebody who wants to play or the course who now loses out on money.
Well, and then you're forcing that person to possibly have to play with a stranger, and that's the worst thing in the world.
You're screwing that guy over, too. The other people in your foursome.
Yes.
So it's not like, I just think there's always been this kind of cavalier attitude towards the tee time. It's like, maybe I'll play, maybe I won't.
Yeah.
That's not cool. And courses are trying to do better about that, like trying to like make you pay up front or a fee if you don't show or whatever, or have to cancel or whatever. It's a fine line because people get pissed and then they won't play.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I have a few friends that I'm like, it's 50-50 if he's going to show up.
And so does it make you just not want to play with him?
100%. I kind of stop asking them.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Because
that.
I don't like to fill out the foursome. I don't like to be the one that grabs a foursome and then has to wrangle 3 people to get there.
100%.
I don't like that.
No.
I'll fill out your foursome if you ask me. I have no problem with that if I can make it. Or I'll just play by myself, or I'll play with another person who if there's a twosome, I won't grab a foursome and fill the other 2. I'll just take a twosome.
Yeah.
Because I know the other guy's playing.
I understand that you're paying. I almost always play by and I feel bad because I don't want to be that guy, but I'm the single. Most of the time I play, I have one buddy and I play at his club a lot. But
there's nothing wrong with being a single.
But I play as the single a lot. But I will say this, I try to play where it's not a foursome. If I look at the spots available and there's one, I try not to book that. Because then I know that 3 people have come together, and I hate being that. It's way better if there's a twosome and I'm coming by myself, or if I'm playing with someone else. I don't mind doing 2 and 2, but I hate when I show up and I see 3 buddies and I'm like, oh God, here I am.
You're just the odd weird guy.
And then I'm the odd weird guy. And then at that point, let me also do a PSA. As being the single, it is upon me to adjust to them.
Right.
That golf round becomes about them. If they're playing serious, I got to play serious. If they're D'ing around, I got to D around. If they're really good golfers and I'm struggling, I got to pick up. I play at their pace. Everything, I do not get to dictate any terms. I am along for the ride within reason. It's just like, because there's nothing worse than the guy that you're the solo and now you're all of a sudden in charge. No, you're along for the ride. I think there's proper etiquette to being the single. And I've learned that over the years, being the single.
Yeah, a lot of singles want to that's why they're single. They want to play by themselves.
Yes.
But at the same time,
which is why
if it's a busy course, you're not going to be able to do that.
Which is why, again, as a single, I try to play a lot of mornings, not pat. I almost play all my golf on a Tuesday, Wednesday, because you can find early morning tee times. Friday on a packed course and it's me, I don't even bother. I don't want to ruin someone's time. Or you get the guy that loves the show, and then that can be good, but it can also be very bad. So it's like, yeah. But canceled plans outside of golf, I love canceled plans. John Mulaney once said canceled plans are like heroin, and that's true, but golf kind of stinks. But when you have tentative plans and they get canceled and then you have to pretend that you're upset, you're like, oh yeah, that's so terrible. Yeah. And the closer you are to the event, like if you're within an hour of having to go out, that person feels worse about canceling, but the better you feel. Like if they cancel 3 or 4 days before, no big deal. Like if you're like, I got to go get ready. And then they call and they do the, hey, I'm so sorry. And then you have to be like, oh, that's such a bummer. And then God, you just lay on the couch and you are you're in heaven. If I could bottle that feeling and sell it as a drug, it would be the most powerful substance on the planet. Canceled plans right into my veins. It's amazing.
What if you could bet on it? This is great. This is what Call Sheet's doing. They're allowing you so you have dinner plans. You can bet on whether or not you'll actually dine there.
Someone said here, this is a good point. It's hedging your fun. Like bet on what will happen to have fun and win money. That's fun. Like you're literally hedging on your good time.
That's right. Because how disappointed are you if you don't get to go on the trip? But then you make money if you don't get to go on the trip. It's great. It's genius.
Yeah, how does Kalshi know, too, that, like...
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just, the whole thing seems just shady as all get out.
Well, it is.
It is.
Also great.
It's all... But you're betting against... I just feel like anytime you're betting on those things, you're getting scammed. There's a person on the other side that's getting ready to screw you over. And you think you're the one screwing them over, you're not. You're probably the dum-dum that's about to get taken.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things where you're realizing that all these people are cashing in on like insider info on certain things.
So who's getting ripped off?
Well, the people betting the opposite side.
Yeah.
Because it's not there's no house. It's
No.
like you're just betting. It's peer-to-peer betting.
Peer-to-peer.
But I always think about like because
It's so crooked.
I have the Kalshi app and I'll go on there and I'll look. Have
you ever bet?
No, not on Kalshi. But there is not one. But they have sports on there. I mean,
Sure.
sometimes I'll check Kalshi for a better sports odds than I would get at the regular sports book. Right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I don't fund that account. But I've been thinking about like what info could I bet on? Like, do I have any sort of insider knowledge on anything? And there's nothing. Nothing on there.
No.
Nothing.
No, I can't. I mean, we don't have inside knowledge on like the NBA or anything like that. I mean,
well, you could. I mean,
I
you
guess you
could,
could.
but that's all been a part of sports gambling forever.
Yeah.
It's like you know of an injury or you know of what's gone down at practice.
Sure.
You bet on. It's not like the books don't know that either.
No.
Kalshi is just peer to peer, so it's like. In other words, I desperately want to get an edge, and I have none.
You've got none. So you want to rip someone off.
Yeah.
You just don't. See,
Absolutely. If I could bet on, will my wife say we need to talk this week? I'd bet on that. Because I have insider information on that.
Yeah.
Whereas the other guy doesn't.
You wouldn't feel bad about ripping someone off?
Well, it's not ripping someone
It's
off.
ripping someone off.
No, it isn't.
It is.
They placed a bet. They placed a bad bet. Why are they betting that? That's not my fault.
This is like that FanDuel, like when they, remember, I don't know if it was FanDuel. Sorry. FanDuel's going to sue me. Remember when they were doing the daily fantasy stuff, and they were rigging it. You were playing against people that were using like algorithm, you weren't going to beat them.
Yeah.
And you thought it was an honest game, and it's not. I feel it's a little like that. Like when you go on a gambling site and I place a bet, like I use Bet Online, there's no shenanigans there. Here's the odds. I can look at those odds and I place the bet and everything's on the up and up. But if I'm gambling on Kalshi, I'm gambling against you and I think we've got a fair thing going on, but it's not. The game's rigged against me. You have tilted the deck and I think that sucks.
Then don't bet it.
But that's like saying don't take a predatory loan. Oh, well, you should be able to offer a 900% loan to someone because they're dumb enough to take it. It's predatory. That bothers me. You're like,
I don't know about that.
That's not the same thing?
I would say
those ads where you see like, hey, do you need $3,000 immediately, no questions asked? Cool, call this number.
Aren't those illegal?
Some of them are, but some of them aren't. I mean, you see those numbers all the time. People find ways to work around them, and they work on the dumb and the desperate.
Yeah. I mean, I think insider knowledge is different than rigging. That's two different things.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to get some insider knowledge. I just don't have any.
Yeah. I don't either. I wish I did. But if you were betting on stuff that directly, like your life,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like this is where this is going.
Yeah.
It's like you can now hedge inconveniences in your life. By the way, if you're just tuning in, we started talking about this because they're saying that on Kalshi you'll soon be able to bet on flight cancellations.
Yes.
So if you have a big flight, a big trip that you can't wait to go on, you can actually hedge that by saying, I'm going to bet on my flight to be canceled.
Yeah.
And if it gets canceled, you make money. But you don't get to go on the trip. But you make money.
Yeah.
So where does that end? Like, at what inconvenience? Like you could bet on any. Like, let's say you're heavily leveraged in. You have a bunch of mortgages, right? You have a bunch of rentals.
Yeah.
Bet on mortgage rates. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you
it's
could.
wild.
Yeah. I mean, but you could bet on everything. I mean, is this company going to go bankrupt? Am I going to lose my job?
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Bet on Odyssey making cuts.
Yeah.
Over the next 6 months. So if you think you're on
thin ice,
bet on it.
God, that's
It's wild.
Now I went to a darker place than that, and
oh boy.
Well,
here we go.
It's bad.
You're unbelievable.
It's bad. It's really, really bad. So maybe I shouldn't go there. Something popped into my mind though, and I was like, yeah. And you can make money on it, but
look at you.
Yeah.
It's death, isn't it?
Well, all right. If you have someone in your life that you know is not very healthy or is struggling with drug problems, I mean, is life insurance some form of that, right?
A little bit,
a little bit of that, right?
Yeah.
I have a big, because my wife died, and so I took out a big life insurance policy on myself because I knew I had young kids, and if I died, there's no one there to take care of them. At least with some money, the kids, someone could take care of them, and here's some money from when they turn 18. I know your parents are dead, but here's a car and a house. Like, to me, that made sense. But if you know that someone's unhealthy, and life insurance, you have to take, health and all that stuff into account. But could you bet on, hey, my wife's not very healthy. She's going to live 5 years.
So you have the life insurance policy if she dies. So then what you should bet on is that she lives.
But yeah, you could get real weird with this. You could get real
money,
weird.
Well, you could win money either way.
But
you're right that the line between insurance and speculation, it's kind of getting blurred by things like call sheet.
Yeah. 100%.
And hedging.
And someone said, don't you have to have someone to bet against you? Yes, and there will always be someone to bet against you.
Exactly.
Always.
That's right.
Always. People were betting on the Venezuelan war. There's always someone that's willing to take the other side of it.
It's exciting.
Don't bet on death. Don't do that.
Well, I didn't take it there. You did.
No. You just made me think of it. Don't do that. Bleh. Hey, someone's got a massive drinking problem. I know it's,
Well, listen, there's a few that I would have taken in a death pool that I would have lost.
Yeah.
Several.
That guy's got a massive coke problem. I'm putting some cash on him.
Looking right at you, Brandon.
His funeral's going to be a floating engagement.
The largest great white shark ever is back. Next.
Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Argentina with another epic comeback, this time in the semifinals of the World Cup. Down 1-0 for much of the second half. Lionel Messi and company rallied back with 2 goals in the final 5 minutes and stoppage time to stun England 2-1. The defending world champs will now face the European champs Spain in the World Cup final on Sunday. They attempt to become the first team since 1962 to win back-to-back World Cups. In the NFL, running back Alvin Kamara will remain with the Saints in 2026 after agreeing to a reworked contract. Kamara was set to make up to $11.5 million this upcoming season. Wide receiver George Pickens will officially play this season on a $27.3 million franchise tender for the Cowboys after today's deadline passed for franchise tag players to sign long-term contracts. And 3 of your Portland teams are in action tomorrow. The Fire are in D.C. to take on the Mystics at 4 on 9:10 a.m. ESPN Portland. The Timbers return from the World Cup break in Seattle against the Sounders at 7 here on 105.1 The Fan. And the Blazers continue Summer League play against the Nuggets at 7 on Prime Video. I'm Brandon Henson from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
This is the Fan Sports.
We sure do. A little shark news before we get into talking about women, ladies,
The broads.
the dames.
My buddy just sent me a stupid clip. It was on TikTok, and it was, would you punch your wife in the face as hard as you
Oh
can
my God.
for X amount of money?
No.
And it was, and the reaction was, yes.
Dude.
Yeah, there was a lot of yeses. And he just,
I couldn't do that.
and he said, you, ... And again, it got up, like, some of the people were saying, like,
How much money?
Well, like, the initial one was like $1 billion.
Well, then you have to. Don't you?
Well, and so some people were like, dude, the reactions were
Even
kind
she would be like, yeah, go for it.
the reactions were kind of funny because it was for and again, it's as hard as you can. I would not do that for $1 million.
Oh, no.
If I hit, and again, this may be a size thing, but dude, if I hit the BTJ in as hard as I can, reared back, you can die from that. Like that's not like you taking a punch and getting a black eye. You're like that's as hard as you can.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, you can't do that for $1 million.
Not
And
$1
then
million.
he was like 10,
$1 billion, though.
$1 billion, and you're like, honey,
Well, don't you think she would allow that for $1 billion?
I don't know. What if you kill her?
Well,
What if you smash her? What if
you're a billionaire?
What if you the jaw's gone, teeth, the nose, if you're a bigger guy and you rear back right in the middle of the face, that is not like, you're fine. That can be life changing.
It can be, but it doesn't have to be. So
You can't hold back.
But the question is would she allow it?
I think that's the question you got to pose. And here's the thing: it's all the video clip. I should have pulled it. It just happened though, because it was women asking men. It was like, honey, it was a trend where women would go up to their guy and go,
Would you hit me for?
Would you hit me as hard as you can,
Yeah.
right in the middle of the face for X amount of dollars?
And of course, to them, I'm saying no.
Yeah.
But you get to a high enough number.
Yeah.
The only way we're doing it is if she has it's her blessing.
It's her blessing.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Because otherwise, it's like, there's no chance.
And even then,
Even then, that would be hard. Don't you think it would be hard to fully?
yes,
Like you're saying,
as hard as you
I
can.
could not
I
unload
couldn't.
on my wife.
I could not.
Don't clip that.
Please go ahead and clip
Do
that.
not clip that.
That's Randy, you're gonna go. Please go ahead and clip that. Well, that
You
needs.
son of a bitch.
That's fantastic. No, I could not. And that's the thing is like.
So then
Then it doesn't count. Like if you punt and they know
Well,
you're
they
holding,
don't know.
they know you're holding back. They're like, nope, no countsies.
So her head is like one of those.
Yeah, like there's a
What's
meter.
that machine? Where
Yeah, the boxing machines.
Yeah. Got all high T and did that in college.
Yeah, yeah. That's like most bars now remove those because it leads to like fights.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. I've seen too many people, grown men, get hit in the face and have their face explode to think about my poor little Asian, my poor little Asian princess.
That doesn't seem like why? What's the point? $1 billion is a lot of money, though.
It's a lot.
I mean, changes your life. She takes a punch.
It changes her life, but it could change her life in a really, really bad way.
Yeah, but again, it's risk reward.
What happens when she's laying in the coma and you're like, well, got $1 billion?
Well, that's what I say. I got $1 billion.
You
again,
piece of garbage.
She has to sign off on
She's
it.
got it. And then you're like, hey, you said it. Hey, babe, you said I could. She's laying there. She's drinking through a straw for the rest of her life. And you're like, you told me I could.
I'd buy her unlimited straws with
It's the
that $1 billion.
It's the nicest straw. And someone saying, what's the political breakdown on this question? We know.
Oh, I think you know the answer
This
to that.
is much like the...
So this was last night.
This was last night.
And it was the survey was what percentage of American men, well, and women, think that they could make a penalty kick in a World Cup game.
Against a World Cup goalie.
And it was 58% of Republican men and 28% of Democratic men.
Yes.
Which is
and I
tells you a lot.
100%.
And same thing here.
Yes. It's all about the high tea, bro. It's like, well.
Yeah.
Although you would think the high tea bro would be more concerned about seriously damaging his wife. Again, some of that has to do with size. If you're a little fella and your wife's a bigger gal, maybe you're a little more, like if roles were reversed and my gal was like deuce and a quarter and maybe I was like 165 as one of those relationships, maybe I'd be more inclined to soccer one. But she's a dainty little thing. I think my gal would do it.
$1 billion is a lot of money.
Unfortunately, I think she would do it.
I think my Nurse Nice
she on board?
would too.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask her tonight, see what she says. She'd be like, yeah, you're a weenie. I could take your punch. $1 billion?
Yeah. So is it you choose your offhand? No, that's the point. Dominant hand as hard as you can. Go home and ask your wife that tonight, boys. See what she says. Have a fun little dinner conversation.
I have great white news. Shark, that is.
I was going to say, careful. The great whites.
You know, they have a tag on the largest great white ever discovered. His name is Contender.
Contender? Can I look this up? Contender.
Pretty stupid name. But he's 14 feet, 1,700 pounds.
That's the biggest?
Ever.
What was Jaws?
In the Atlantic.
Oh, yeah. I see it. You can track it on... yeah, that's kind of cool. It's like a real-time...
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the latest ping. Was on January 17th. So he's...
January?
January.
Oh, this was the other day.
Oh.
They pinged him.
They pinged him?
So he was outside of Outer Banks. He was near the Outer Banks of North Carolina.
Yeah.
And they're saying he's headed north to go party in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I see it here. They got it.
Cape Cod.
Yeah, why is it that? Oh, sorry. That was the first ping. Sorry. Stand corrected. I had my first ping. And that he was down in Georgia. He was hanging around Florida Georgia line. Boy,
yeah, well, it's warmer.
Yeah, that guy's all over the map, by the way.
And now he's going north.
Yeah.
Yeah, he swims a lot of miles.
He's doing a lot of laps.
Big ass shark, man.
Yeah, he got up. Although he really sticks to the coast. He's not going out into the deep ocean.
Yeah, because he's looking for some legs chomp.
Yeah, but he went all the way up to Labrador. Yeah, he's pretty much covered. No, he doesn't go to the tip of Florida. He's not in Miami. He's not going to the Gulf of America. He's not heading out to Cuba.
Racist.
Yeah, but he's gone all the way from, let's say, like Miami up to Labrador.
Good little life.
That is a good little life. When you're 17 feet, anybody challenge that thing?
14 feet.
Yeah, 14, sorry.
1,700 pounds.
Now, here's my ignorance. Do we get killer whales in the Atlantic? Or is that a little too chilly for them?
I don't think so. Why?
Because if you're a contender, you're cock of the walk until the orcas come. The orcas will kick the hell out of
it. Says there are orcas in the Atlantic.
Okay.
They're most common in the cold, nutrient-rich waters of the subarctic. In North Atlantic.
Well, maybe that's
Iceland, Norway.
Oh, so that's way far.
And eastern Canada.
Okay, because he's not going over into Iceland. He's sticking along the coastline. Because if you're a contender, you know, nothing else is messing with you until, like, I wonder if he's ever encountered an orca.
I don't know.
Because he's over there thinking,
He's the king.
He's the king until those things come.
Little does he know.
Yeah, those orcas bitch slap him.
All right, so I was teasing this earlier.
By the way, the photo of him.
Yeah, he's
good gravy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You see that thing? You imagine you're on your little paddleboard off the coast of North Carolina, and you see that.
Terrifying.
Yeah, that's a poop in your little swim shorts. All right, go contend. By the way, you got to come up with a cooler name than Contender.
Totally.
That's so lame.
So women don't get gambling addictions, but they do get addicted to this. Next.
Primetime is hitting the road. Join
Okay, all right. Yeah, somebody said, they said that, not true, my wife has a gambling problem. Yeah, listen, it's a general statement.
Yes. Most of the time,
course.
the addictive negative behaviors are male. I mean, there's female killers, but I'm guessing, 85, 90% of murders are males. And unfortunately, we're usually killing the females.
Yeah, that's right. We're awful.
Oh, look and see what that is. Yeah, 90%.
So this is from
It's
my
not
favorite website, studyfinds.org. So there is something that women run a higher risk of being addicted to than gambling.
Shopping.
Wrong.
Because I don't
Although
know.
shopping is a big addiction.
Dude, the amount of Amazon crap that shows up at my door on a day-to-day basis is shocking. Every
You
day.
know how my
It
wife
never ends.
Do you know how Nurse Nice explains this?
What?
She says, "Well, these are household items. You just
yes.
it's like it's things that I would normally buy at the store that I just get shipped here. So it's just stuff that you're seeing it now because it comes to the door."
Horse crap.
That's what she says.
Yeah, dude. The amount of storage bins and this, you're like, metal straws. I'm like, there's no way you would ever buy this.
Metal straws.
Yeah, we have a whole thing of metal straws.
Why?
I don't know, because we're trying to save the environment. And we ordered a thing that attaches to the inside of one of the cupboards that, guess what it does? Holds the metal straws.
Awesome.
I'm like, what do we... It's just I'm like, you would have never found that, ever. But I think she just sits there when she's bored at work and just roams Amazon. And it's just ad. And then when I ask, I get told to mind my own business. Don't worry about it. And she does the same thing. It's for the house. It's not for me, it's for the house. As if somehow those metal straws are for me.
No, it's cosmetic procedure addiction.
Oh, yeah. My daughter lives in Korea, and I guess Korea is like the cosmetic capital of the world.
Yeah, isn't it cheaper over there?
It's cheaper, and it's just...
They all do it?
They all do it.
All
It
the
is-
doctors?
Yes. Like the way we would have in the South Waffle Houses or a Starbucks up here, for there, it's cosmetic surgery places.
Now, is it just stuff like Botox,
Everything.
filler?
Up tops, fillers, you
But what
name
about
it.
like
They are everywhere.
serious surgery?
Yes. Everyone has it over there. Korea, for whatever reason, is like the #1 vanity place on the planet. Everyone over there is obsessed with it.
Among women who had cosmetic procedures, 1 in 5 showed signs of moderate to severe risk for addictive use over their lifetime, and 15% within the past year.
Yeah.
Risk was higher for women who combined low body esteem with heavy problematic social media use. Neither factor alone was as predictive as the two together.
Yeah, because if you sit there and stare at Instagram and you see at one point the Kardashians were all ugly, or what people consider ugly, and now they're all considered great beauties, it's that whole looks maxing thing. So you compare yourself to others, everyone in Hollywood's doing it, and then once you do one thing, like, oh, I don't like my chin, so you go get a chin implant. Well, that was great. Well, if I don't like my chin and I change it, I love it, why don't I do my eyelids? Then I'm doing my up tops. Then I can totally see that's a never-ending cycle.
For sure.
And I have actually heard from people that are like, don't do it. Like the moment you do the anti-aging like surgery, buckle up, because then it's a lifelong trip. I think guys are falling into that too. Now with all that, like all the guys that are on, like, whether it's the TRT or the peptide stuff, and then you're doing cold plunges, and I don't know if that's not necessarily cosmetic, but the wellness space is a real addictive thing.
Yeah, but is it addiction if you're just improving yourself?
I think it's an addiction if you
just like do it too much. It's like the running addiction and
Yes.
things like that.
Yes. It dominates people's lives. You go from doing one thing to, well, I'm going to take 37 pills. I'm on 12 different peptides. It's the who's the Gary Brecka guy, right? Like
His name's Gary Brecka.
His name's Gary Brecka. Yeah, I had to think about it. He's like that wellness guru, the Rogan guy. And so you got these guys now that are spending just every minute of their day. And addictions can still be like, you can be addicted to good things, but it becomes an addiction. Like, it runs your life. And I think that's kind of the same thing. You're trying to look better. Yeah, you're being healthier, but for a lot of guys, it's just, I want to look better.
I have 8 common addictions we rarely talk about.
And I'll bet you tattoos might be on that list as well.
Not on the list.
No?
No.
Because that's the one, too, where you see
On the list.
you see someone who's like 35 or 40 that gets their first tattoo, and it can be something small, and then before you know it, it's like, well, now I need a sleeve. Or like very few people stop at one tattoo.
But is that harmful, though, to them? Because I feel like...
No, not really.
I feel like it's not an addiction if it's not harmful.
Oh, really?
Well, I think that's kind of the idea, is that if too much of something is harmful, that's when it's an addiction. Because if you get... Now, like if you say you get your whole head tattooed, and it hurts your life because you can't get a job because everyone thinks you're,
like a criminal.
Then maybe that is an addiction. But these are these are common addictions we rarely talk about. The first one is an obvious one: freaking caffeine.
Oh yeah,
it is a dependence, and it's widespread.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, it's like it makes you tired.
Yep.
If you're trying to stop, like the way you know it's an addiction. Stop using caffeine.
Yeah, see how you feel.
And see how you feel.
You got headaches.
Yes.
Yep. I'm terrible. Of my addictions, and I don't have a super addictive personality, caffeine is 100% my addiction.
I drink a lot of coffee.
Yes.
Sugar, same lines.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. Triggers brain receptors that, it's basically like illicit drug.
Yes. And by the way, it's probably worse for you than most of those things. I mean, sugar is...
Well, and it's in everything.
It's in everything.
Tanning.
Yeah, I can see that.
Tanning is one.
Yeah.
Because they're saying that... So the UV exposure, there's an endorphins released tanning, which I wouldn't know anything about. I've never tanned. But it's unhealthy because then you're getting too much of the unhealthy UV rays.
Yeah.
So that's why it's an addiction. Well, pornography is on the list.
God, I bet you that for males. I mean, have you seen some of the studies about like kids? Like it's screwing up teenagers' brains. You've got kids that are like 17 and 18 with erectile dysfunction. They can't have sex because it's not. They only think of they think that it has to be what they see on screen, and they've set a standard in themselves that nothing in real life can live up to it.
It creates unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, it's bad.
And then harms your...
That's one that needs to be more talked about.
Oh, yes. It does. Because why it needs to be more talked about is because no one talks about it.
No. Exactly.
It's the one where you could be addicted to porn and I would have no idea because nobody does it in front of someone else.
Nope.
Right.
It's like I can see if you drink too much. I can see if you do the X, Y, and Z. Porn, I don't know. No. I don't know what you're doing behind closed doors.
I'll bet you that of the destructive ones, outside of maybe drugs or alcohol,
that's the worst one.
I'm guessing porn probably has the biggest negative impact.
Right behind it.
It's You hear horror stories about that, and guys like when they're like 10. I mean, it's little kids whenever they get their first phone. Like that is their.
Well, and if you think about it nowadays, it's got to be like a billion times worse than when he went. You're 35, but we are old enough to when we didn't have all this at our fingertips. Now, like you say, it's just the second you get away from your parents and you have a phone, you can get whatever you want on there.
And it ain't good.
We couldn't do that.
No.
Well, some of it's good, but too much of it is bad.
Well, I think the idea is like when we were growing up, our exposure was like Playboy.
Yeah.
But
we had to seek it out.
You had to seek it out. And now it's
just right on your phone.
Just on your phone.
Another one. These are 8 common addictions we rarely talk about. Work. It is often praised, but it leads to anxiety and burnout.
Well, that's why they say, like, how many people don't use their vacation because they don't. Yep. They like, well, I can't leave work. I don't have that.
Yeah, I don't have that either. I've never had that. The answer is you can leave work.
Yes, you can.
And you should.
Work will
Life
be okay.
Life is short.
Yes.
Get out there.
No one has ever said on their deathbed, God, I wish I would have worked more.
No kidding. Video games.
Yeah.
Escapism. Now, this is the one that's the biggest escapism one, where it's like, it's the thing people, not everyone, but a lot of people do it to escape.
Yeah.
So it'd be like my golf is a little bit of an... I enjoy the game of golf, but a lot of it is just my mind is off of everything else, and I have
Zone out.
Yeah, and that's what video games are for people.
Yeah.
But that results in intense cravings, and you just want more and more and more and more of it.
Sure. Makes sense.
Especially with the way these video games, video
They're
games
really immersive.
Yeah, remember we used to play stupid Tetris.
Yeah. Dude,
How dumb is that?
And I have a PlayStation, and my son will be like, "Hey, Dad, you should play this." Some of those like open world games, I totally get how you can sit down and play one of those things, and you'll look up and like 3 hours have gone by, and you're like, "Whoa!" And then you realize some of those kids are playing it like 9-10 hours. They stay up all night playing those things. They play with their friends. I'm guessing that for young males, that is a huge addiction.
And the last two on the list, 8 common addictions we rarely talk about. Shopping. Compulsive buying disorder is an emotional crutch, and it helps with self-esteem issues, and people use it way too much. And the last one is internet and social media, which is pure dopamine.
Yep.
It's likes.
It's rewiring your brain.
Yep. And it causes major disruptions in daily living. I'd tell you what, that one might be one of the worst ones, too.
Yes.
Along with porn.
I honestly think that's two sides of the same coin. Porn and social media. It's the instant gratification, dopamine. This isn't real, but I'm convincing myself it's real, even though I know it's not real. I think you lose touch with reality.
I had porn show up in my Twitter feed the other day.
Oh, yeah, dude, it happens.
It's the first time that's happened to me. I didn't like it.
It's not on TikTok and it's not on Instagram, but yes, Twitter,
And I didn't watch it.
It's on there.
I want you to know that.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Even though you could
I said not relevant.
You could lie and we would never know. And that's why porn is so dangerous.
Exactly. We've come full circle.
Now I'm going to go home and drink.
I'm going to go and watch porn. No, I'm not. No. A nice rosé tonight and a nice discussion with my beautiful wife.
About what porn to watch?
No.
What if Nurse Nice is the porn addict?
I don't think so. I can see her screen when she's sitting over there. She plays these weird games.
Yeah.
They're dumb.
It's disappointing.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
Appreciate you. Are you?
I don't think he is.
I don't.
Maybe tomorrow.
Wait till Friday.
We are back tomorrow 3-7 on Fan Good Night.